everything they played all year. You can't do that.
No, you're tripping, man.
You know,
Hey,
you
Buck
know,
Flair,
live.
It didn't do anything to help him. That's for
Hey,
damn
it's live, Buck Flair. Go.
didn't do anything to take him down either,
Big
though.
Dennis is live now.
Yeah, Dad, yeah.
Cut it out, brother. Paying you enough.
Cooper Cup for the Madden cover this year, all right? That's for the one. Madden cover, all right?
Cup is the best receiver in the NFL, hands down.
No, he's not.
Right? Statistically speaking, yes, he is.
Statistically this year, but he ain't nowhere near the best
I
receiver.
mean, if you want to use that argument, Devontae Adams.
Two different things, brother.
That'll hold your monkey ass.
By the way, Aaron Rodgers goes back to back. I called it.
I see you in there, man.
Best quarterback in football. I've been saying that.
I didn't know bus come from Compton.
I said beginning of the year on my show.
Who's watching?
Aaron Rodgers going back to back.
Wait a minute. Who's watching stand-up comedy?
Dennis?
Is this know we're live though? That's what I want to know.
He's sharing it live.
I know.
Hey, Dennis, we're live, my friend.
You know.
He the one that made us live.
All y'all can be from Compton, but I'm from a small town called Fresh Off a Nigga's Ass.
Hey, Buck,
Fresh off a cop's ass.
you later.
How y'all doing out there? Merry Christmas to everybody. Just wanted to say that, you know, a lot of people in here talking shit. I had to let them know they was making me homesick. Okay.
Hey, just want to give a shout out. My mom's birthday is tomorrow, so
All right.
happy holidays to everybody
Shout
out there.
out to Taysom Hill.
To everybody on here that picked Tampa.
Yawn.
Boo. Every single one of you picked Tampa. I
Okay,
had to
first of
rub it
all,
in.
you picked the Saints because you like Taysom Hill.
Actually,
so we're not
as I
going to go that
mentioned,
far. So.
Taysom Hill was not the reason I picked New Orleans for this game.
Oh,
geez.
really?
We have
So
to go.
every time you-
Actually, yes, really.
Do we have to do this again? Go ahead, take it over. Introduce everybody so we can get rolling.
Yeah, we better get rolling.
Well, shit. Eric already introduced him and his mom. So, I mean, happy birthday, Eric, mom.
Thank you, ignorant thinker.
D-Man, how you doing out there?
I'm
He
doing
doesn't
good.
like
And Merry
he doesn't like
Christmas,
Taysom
everyone.
Hill, but every time he bets against him, they win. I don't understand it, but he betting against him, D-Man. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep betting against him.
Hey,
We
sometimes
also
I bet
got
against them,
Dallas.
they do-
Dallas
they
is
do
in the
lose
house.
still, so.
Dallas then changed
Yeah.
his name to we're on to Buffalo. Ain't this about?
Ooh.
I like it.
Okay, we got since we talk about Buffalo, we got Bills Mafia in the building as well.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Let's talk about it.
And Ace the MVP is also here.
What up, y'all?
Still is 16 weeks in, still ain't got a motherfucking yellow shirt.
Yellow shirt.
I'm gonna keep addressing that. Richest motherfucker I know ain't got a red yellow shirt.
Whoa, yo, chill, man. What you talking about? Hold up. Yo, man.
All I'm gonna say, we got Ian in the building straight from the sports gambling capital of the world.
Absolutely. Sports entertainment capital of the world, the sports gambling capital of the world, pretty much anything inserted capital of the world.
Capital of the world.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Ian.
By the way, if you can read my tagline real quick.
Chicago should hire.
Yeah, we'll give them to you
Tigers
right
should hire
now.
Dabo, huh?
We'll give them to you right
Wait a
now.
minute.
They
Wait.
should hire Debo.
Hire Dabo Sweeney.
I really
Dabo
think
Sweeney,
so.
man.
I really think some teams have just been.
He's talking about
That's
Dabo Sweeney.
why that's what I'm saying. We're gonna fix the tagline. We're gonna add an L to the last name, and then we're gonna give him Dabo. That's what we're gonna.
Yeah, Dabo Sweeney, come to Chicago, please.
We'll send you
Come to
Brian
death row.
Dayball.
Come to
Dabo
death row.
Sweeney? Are you out of your mind?
He's not leaving Clemson, bro.
Anyway, Czar's in the building. How you doing, Czar?
Good, man. You know, glad to be back. Week 16? Let's get
Week
it.
16. This
we
is
in
the
there.
big one, baby.
We in there.
We got the chocolate girl in the building. How you doing, chocolate?
Chocolate Girl's great. How you guys doing?
Back in the
Good.
hunt. Back in the hunt.
I'm ready to get to it. Don't be all night
Donovan.
arguing. Don't be all night arguing, y'all. We ain't got time for all that.
Appreciate y'all letting me on,
Donovan-
man. I've been absent all season, but I finally got an opportunity, and I'm happy
Donovan's
to
here.
be in the hunt
No,
too.
you've been here. You've been here, believe me. You've been here.
He's been here. He's been in the hunt right now. He's in the hunt.
You've been here.
He's in the Kareem hunt.
You've
He's in
been
the
right in
Kareem
here
hunt.
with us, Don.
Yeah, but he
Got
about
me.
to start. He in the mood to argue tonight, though.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And also, man, we got the host with the most, Saint Buck Flair. That's his
Thanks,
name.
Buck Flair.
Saint? Oh, I gotta go get my liquor for sure now.
Oh, yeah. Welcome everybody to the show tonight. Coming to you live from the workplace as usual on a holiday weekend. Is very, very stressful. Shout out to all the people that have loved ones at Christmas time. You guys are considered loved ones to me, and I'm gonna dedicate my life to the retirement home seniors who don't get to go home and have family members that don't come visit them this Christmas time. So this will be the first year that I'm going to actually spend some time with the family members here, because we have such a large group of people living here now. We have almost 140 something residents
wow.
now living here. So it's always a good time to see them smiling. You know, they were in quarantine during COVID a couple weeks ago. They just got out back out of the rooms because some of the cases have kind of died down, but it's still kind of major problems around the country. So especially in football, so many players keep going down and so many coaches keep going down. And hopefully I think teams are going to look back on the season and say, damn it, the Browns, the Washington team, the Tennessee team, teams like that have so many cases of COVID, it just amazes me when you got 20 or 30 guys on a team that catch it. Really just amazing. And when you got guys, you got a team like Seattle that I don't think Seattle's even had one case still. They didn't have a case all last year. So it's kind of
Lockett.
Tyler Lockett had a case. So yeah, but I mean, when you get a team that only has 1 or 2 cases compared to a team that's got 30, that just blows me away.
Well, I mean, you know the weed is legal in Seattle, you know.
Well, yeah, so is pole dancing, but
Just
Oh,
wow,
jeez.
Buck Flair. Just wow.
I'm just
please
saying.
like and share this show, and I guess we could just start out with the nuts of the week, because I already know a couple
You
of them.
got the song, Czar?
Zara got the
Oh.
song?
Oh, you want the people want the song.
Yep.
I said, do the people want the song?
Czar, you
People want the
stuttering
song.
like
No. Do the people want the song?
you
People
sound
want
like the boy from Harlem Nights.
No, I'm just saying. I just want to know if the people want the song or not. Oh, well, then fine. We're gonna give them the song.
Give him a song. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. What you gonna do? Do you wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? What you gonna do? You wanna get down? Tell me. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it.
I like it. I like it. Always gets me in a mood. And of course, my nuts of the week. And I'm really ticked off about this, because you guys remember on the show last week, I said, don't be surprised if Detroit beats this team. It's coming off that thing. So obviously, my nuts of the week is the Cardinals. For everybody that was sitting there shocked and was tagging me and saying, oh my goodness, there was a guy, a member on the in the comments last week. He's a Lions fan, and I don't know if he's going to be watching tonight, but I was telling him, I said, don't be surprised. And he was down his team. He said, there's no way we beat the Cardinals. And they came out there and they whooped the Cardinals' ass. And I always like the fact that Kyler Murray, he just never comes through in these crucial games. It seems like, without D-Hop now, I'll be interested to see how this Cardinals team plays down the stretch. You remember last year they faded down the stretch last year and missed the playoffs. But obviously the Cardinals, you got it. your first time. Nuts of the week. Anybody else?
Yeah, absolutely. Your team, nuts of the week. There's no other way to go after you did Detroit. We got to put Tampa up there. You
Gotta
don't
put Tampa up there, huh?
Yeah, you don't go and get beat up by a team that really doesn't have a starting quarterback and some no-name wide receivers, and all they have is Alvin Kamara. Come on, man.
Yep.
You don't let that happen. I don't care who you are. You're the defending Super Bowl champions, and you got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. You don't let that happen. Not 9-0. Come on now.
All right, mine's, and I hate this because this is kind of a team I root for. My boy on this team, and I'm always with this team. But I got John Harbaugh. This 2-point conversion shit in the games. They could be they could be 10-4 right now. We don't know what would have happened in overtime. But you do it 1 week, okay, fine. It happens. Sometimes you get aggressive. But that 2 weeks in a row and against Green Bay, like, dude, that was mind-boggling in my opinion. So
And the best kicker. One of the best kickers in the NFL history.
To me, he's the GOAT
kicker.
Yeah, he's the GOAT in my eyes, but yeah, that's crazy, man. So
yeah, I agree with you, Zor, on that one.
Yeah, that's mine.
My nuts of the week is Brandon Staley. Earlier, he was going for and instead kicked the field goal. I get it's aggressive though, but he should have done it in the first quarter. You should have done that.
Yeah, he was aggressive, all right, but that was another game that somebody said it would go into overtime, and it did.
That's true.
That's 2 weeks in a row, Dennis. That's 2 weeks in a row.
That was a great game.
Hey,
It was.
Since we giving out nuts of the week, I gotta get this guy the nuts of the week. Matt Rule. Matt Rule has to.
Matt Rule. Yeah.
Matt Rule has to get the nuts of the week. I gotta give him the nuts of the week because I praise him so much on this show. Then I gotta give him the nuts of the week.
That because he went ballistic against Cam.
Yeah.
Pretty much threw him under the bus after he got it.
Right. That doesn't make sense to me. No, none of your quarterbacks have worked. When did you gonna start taking ownership on that?
And now today he's praising Cam and he said Cam's going to be the starter, but Darnold's going to see some reps. What the hell is he doing, man?
He gotta find a way.
What is he
He's
doing?
basically just saying
gotta
that
find a way.
it's a quarterback competition.
Pretty
Basically.
much. Yeah.
I got one.
Go for it.
Well, I got two, but I'll save the other one for later.
Yeah, let's
My
say there's
first
a lot
one-
of people, so let only do one.
The LA Chargers. And I'll explain why. Didn't we all say at the beginning of the season that teams had finally started figuring out Kansas City and how to play Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce?
Nope. Didn't hear that at all.
Okay, thanks, Ian.
Well, the Bills sure did.
Here's my issue. Just these two individuals alone busted the Chargers for a combined 22 catches and 339 yards.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm really trying to ask myself, how do you allow one wide receiver and tight end to do that? Especially when you guys have developed a game plan trying to center around this to prevent that. And this is only the second time this year that Mahomes actually threw over 400 yards. And it was a tight game in that second half. It was just an abysmal fight. And finally, down the stretch, Mahomes did what Mahomes does. He closes out. But here's my other issue. That defense on that last drive in overtime. Did anybody touch Kelce?
Nope.
No. I would just really look at that defensive sequence on that last drive because it went – Kansas City got the ball at the 25, went 5 plays and scored.
That was the same play.
I have an opinion on this, but
That
I'm
was
keeping
the
my mouth
same
shut.
Kelce. By the way, that was the same Kelce play that they ran against Baltimore. That was the same identical play, the same slant, and the same amount of missed tackles.
What you got, Ian?
My nuts, pick of the week. I'm gonna go with the Washington football team. I mean, that was such a depleted organization by the time they were facing Philadelphia. I mean, you were up 10-0 and you still lost to the Eagles. I mean, I just think this Washington football team, that was my nut pick of the week. I mean, it was just absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, they had like a grocery store dude at quarterback. Come on, man.
Zard, that same guy played quarterback for y'all and almost beat the Steelers last year.
And he played like he worked for Lucky's for us too.
Hey, shout out to Philadelphia for their 5th straight game of 200 or more rushing yards.
Yeah, tying the Chicago Bears, 1985. Thanks for including that, by the way.
So they tied a 36-year record. Nice.
Now their coach has got COVID.
Is Matt Nagy going to get fired?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's random.
Was that
What's
rhetorical
up, Donovan?
question?
Donovan, you got a team that play like shit? You're probably gonna say the Browns. Probably gonna say the Browns.
No, I'm not gonna say the Browns, man. We were fortunate to win that one, but I'll say I'm gonna go with Arizona. I mean, that was pretty pathetic. They couldn't get nothing going, man. So I definitely Arizona. That was a big upset, and like you said, Kyler Murray, man, he's not doing.
There's a lot of fantasy owners out there that are really mad about Brady and Kyler Murray and those guys this week. A lot of I had 2 of my leagues. The number 1 seed went down because of guys like Kyler Murray and Tom Brady and who else? There was another
Dak Prescott.
He didn't do nothing. Yeah, he was on, but
he ain't done nothing in a couple of weeks. So all defense.
A lot of the running backs didn't do well. Some of the wide receivers.
How about you, Sharon?
0 catches.
You got any
fantasy team come out, Sharon?
Well, I'm going to say the Browns because they should have won that game because the Raiders are depleted right now on some key players.
So is Cleveland, though.
So is Cleveland.
So I mean, yeah, but so is Cleveland, but they were still supposed to win that game.
Yeah, all they had to do was get a first down, man. We were.
I mean, if they would have had Case Keenum, I think they had a chance. But once the second quarterback was out, like I said, the same for Washington. When the two are gone and you go into that third and fourth quarterback, good luck.
I know, but Mullins has had some success in the NFL.
Yeah, they just needed that first down.
That was San Francisco defense, man. I don't know, bro.
Cleveland should have won that game. So
If you would have told me that Nick Mullins was starting, I would have picked the Browns.
I know. I heard you say that.
I don't think Washington should be a nuts of the week because they weren't supposed to win. I mean, that didn't make sense to me. Philadelphia was supposed to win that game and they won.
No, the reason why it's nuts because they were up 10-0. They somehow lost that game.
Yeah, I know. And then Philadelphia did what they were supposed to do, which I knew they could do. And since Jalen Hurts was back in the lineup, I knew they were going to win. He's playing, so I knew that they were going to win. And when they did, and that's what they should. I mean, 10-0 at halftime is nothing. We were down 20-0 and came back and won a game. And we're trash this season, right? But we did that. So I mean, why wouldn't you expect Philadelphia to be able to do that? I just don't get it. I mean, you're not the only person that has said that, and I'm just stunned by that statement. But anyway,
Sharon, I will say this tonight: you look like the vice president of the country tonight. You are looking sharp and dapper. I'm gonna have to call you
Lord.
Sharon Harris.
Well, I guess that means I must be looking bad as other nights. But okay, thank you. I'll take it. I'll take it
for entertainment purposes only.
That's right.
I will take that. I am going to add that yes, I also had New England, Arizona, and Tampa Bay on my list of nuts of the week. You know, I was really pulling for New England to win that game. And whenever you see me pulling for New England, you know it's serious because y'all know I don't like the Patriots, but I was really pulling for them to win that game. And I felt like they should have won it, even though I like the Colts better. That's just how I felt about the matchup. But
I try to tell Dallas that I almost had that fourth turnover.
Let me speak on it before you fucking speak on it. Okay, you'll have your turn.
Well, I went 12-4 for the week, so I'm good. I
was 13-3.
I went 12-4, so I'm happy with my 12-4.
Go ahead, Dallas. Let's see what you got to say.
Let me decapitate my team before you do.
We apologize. We apologize for the chat. I know you was running around like a chicken with your head cut off, but
He was drunk.
got excited.
He was drunk.
Got excited.
Very drunk.
Hey, hey, Dallas, before you go, I just want to say, this one thing about the Patriots. They didn't play that badly. I mean, they didn't just stink up the place to me. I've seen much worse performances than that. I just want to put that out there.
It was more just the stupid mistakes. I mean, yeah,
it
when
was
you
silly mistakes.
you start that slow, it is kind of tough. The Colts came out with the energy, but for me, it was just, I don't know. I just felt bad. And you had the block punt. I think that's the third punt they've had blocked this season. So that leaves something to be desired on the special teams, at least from that point of view. And then the guy that recovered it is the same one that recovered the punt, I think, in the Bills game too, right? Elijah Speed or EJ Speed or whatever. Yeah. And he had 14-0. I will give credit to the defense for holding it to only 6 points until the fourth quarter, until Taylor broke that long run. So I thought they rebounded nicely, but it's just the stupid penalties. You got the interception. So then you got down a 3rd and goal in the 2. And then what does fucking Mike Nwannu do? False start, moves them back to the 7. They don't get it. Kick a field goal, 4-point swing. Momentum sucked right out the window. Just 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. They just couldn't get anything going. And they didn't play like trash, but it was just the fundamental mistakes. And it was just very frustrating because they dangled that little bit of false hope in front of me at 20-17, and then they could not get the one last defensive stand they needed. And I was like, stupid. I let myself feel hope for a minute there.
They ran up against the real MVP this year.
But Hunter Henry had 2 touchdowns like they said he would. So
you did call that. I will give you credit. You did call that. And you were very upset when you said, there's no way the Colts are going to score all them points against that Patriots defense.
Well, let's just for a minute here. I said they would not score 21 or more against
turnovers will be a key.
They did not score 21 or more against their defense because 7 of those were off the punt block touchdown. So technically, we gave up 20.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It's a turnover. All right. Ethan,
before you go next one, I do got one more nuts of the week.
All right.
The Titans, remember they were standing on the Steelers logo, and look what happened. It got calmer for the Titans.
Tennessee, what a joke.
Man,
what are teams gonna learn? Don't do that.
I mean, think about it, they stand on the Ravens logo in the playoffs, and now they did the Steelers logo. Like, it's like times not learning.
All they had to do was look back at last week when the Raiders did it.
That was just stupid, man. I don't even know why they did it.
That was stupid.
It was
we're gonna say tonight. Hey, tonight is more Coke than Jack. We're gonna say that tonight. More Coke.
Hey, but let me
don't say that too loud,
Dennis. Hey, let me get mine. Seeing as how everybody's pretty much, because since I went last, everybody else has pretty much said everything else. I'm going with COVID.
COVID is the nuts of the week. I agree with you.
It's ridiculous how it's like almost every team's got a case or 2 or 15 or 30, and it's ridiculous.
You're right.
No, I could add that to my Washington logic. I mean, Washington got absolutely devastated by the whole COVID thing.
And I will say this, the Raiders almost got fucked because there's no way, in my opinion, there's no way that they should have moved that game. No way they should have moved that game.
And that's what I was thinking too. So what if you move the game?
It's all about the owner. It's all about, his dad and what he carries with him. And they just, to me, the Raiders, I'm glad they won the ball game because I was ticked off that they moved the game for one. Because it made no sense to me. Because why do they have practice squads? Why do they have all this stuff? And like you said, Ian, it's about the money. It's about the money. They
won't cancel games. Too much money on the line.
But then last night, we had 2 games on Tuesday night, and half the country didn't even get to watch the Rams and the Seahawks game because Fox. It was both Fox TV shows. So.
Hey, out in California, it was the other way around. The Philadelphia Washington game.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I couldn't watch it out here.
Coverage.
Yeah, I couldn't
Yeah,
watch
Fox had the Rams game here, but no
Yeah.
Philadelphia nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, it was
East
flipped.
Coast. East Coast had the
Yeah,
66% of the country watched the Washington and Philadelphia game, and 30% watched the Rams and the Seahawks.
Yeah,
game.
I watched the Eagles and the Washington game
So
yesterday.
the real nuts of the week needs to be Roger Goodell. That's what I'm hearing.
There we go. I like it, Ace.
Hey, don't be talking about my man. Don't be doing that.
Oh, come on.
He said he wasn't moving any games in the beginning of the season. He came out. and said,
Oh,
Say it,
come on.
Zara.
You know that
I've been
changes.
saying it. I can't stand
You
it.
know that
No,
changes.
not
Come
that.
on
So
now,
say that.
Ace. You can't hold him to something he said at the beginning of the season.
gotta fight
Those
every
things
night.
happen.
Oh,
That's what he said, though. He said, I didn't
Oh,
say
I know he-
But Ace,
Come on
Ace, the
now.
sports. Hey Ace, there's so much money at the
Oh,
sports
look,
books, at the fantasy
I
football
look, Ace.
ratings.
I said I would never ever root for the Patriots.
I
Did you
know.
just not hear me say I was
heard
rooting
you.
for them?
Hey, I heard you.
Okay, it happens. Come on now.
You know, you got to
Oh.
stick to your words sometime. I mean, look at Tampa's coach and their
He
organization.
stuck to his word.
they said they
Is it
wasn't gonna-
really not sticking to your word to change your mind based upon circumstances?
You ain't got
Come
no
on
rubbish
now.
talk, Ace. You ain't got no yellow on until you wear
Okay.
yellow.
That's all right. I'm still coming at Tampa too. Wasn't y'all supposed to let AB go? I thought y'all said AB had one chance. Now y'all bringing
I
him
put
back.
you a shirt.
Hold on. Hold on.
I put
Things
you a shirt.
things
I put you a shirt.
happen. Things
I put you a shirt in
happen.
chat. You need to buy that shirt. I put that shirt in chat. You need to go ahead and buy that shirt. They come on the
Yep.
show.
Buck, that's not true. He does have yellow on. He's yellow belly.
Hey Ace. Hey Ace.
Oh.
Ace, you see.
Oh.
Ace, you see I ain't brought that shirt up. You
Oh, I
see
know.
it ain't me. I ain't talking
Hey,
about
no,
the shirt.
they right. I didn't the yellow shirt. They right.
I don't even understand the yellow shirt. I'm just.
I
It's
lost
a,
the
it's
bet. I'm
a,
supposed to wear yellow shirt.
you ain't been on the Buck Flair show
It was
since
a
week
bet.
one, you know.
It was a bet.
Way back in week one.
No, it wasn't week
Ethan
one.
honored the bet. Ethan
It
came
wasn't
on with a
week one.
nice bright yellow shirt on.
That's because he won it.
Okay, yeah, because
It wasn't
No,
week one.
because
It wasn't
it was-
week
it was
one.
like
It was
in the-
it
that's
was
when we
one of them
played you.
other weeks.
It was in the middle of the season. I was giving the Pittsburgh Steelers some slack and
I got an idea for you. Ace.
Smackdown.
I
Some
was smacking
smackdown.
them a little bit, and they
I
made
got
a
it.
bet, and I
A
lost.
little bit.
a little
Hey,
bit.
Buck Flair,
that
go
was
ahead.
that was a tsunami of SmackDown. That's what that was. Tsunami.
That time it was.
Let's
Yeah.
start out with
Oh,
Thursday night football. Already, we got a game already coming up tomorrow.
that's
49ers and the Titans. Jay Will just woke up out of bed. He said, "I was hoping he'd be here." But how about you, Donovan? You go ahead and tell us who's gonna win this ball game.
All right. I mean, you got to at this point. I mean, you'd have to go with the Niners, man. I think that they're hot at the right time, and they're running the football, man. And I mean, when you're able to run the football effectively, you can eat the clock. And their defense is pretty solid too. And Kittle's healthy now, so I think they're going to win the game, and I think they're going to blow them out. To be quite honest, I think Tennessee's they might lose out.
Interesting. All right, Dennis, your MVP, Mr. Tannehill. Come on.
I don't know why you even did that. You know, good goddamn.
You've been on here every. You've been on
He ain't
here
even
every-
playing. Take that paper thing off your head.
You know good and goddamn well that it's always Tanny time. You know good and goddamn well.
Oh,
it's
so
always
now
Tanny.
he's the king? Now
no,
Tannehill's the king?
No. The crown. Hold on. The crown is for Derrick Henry, and we keep lifting his spirits until we get to the playoffs.
Oh,
That's what it
Lord,
is.
have mercy.
Everybody knows this. Where
Didn't
you
you
been at,
learn-
Sharon? Where you been, Sharon?
What a joke.
Yeah, this is a joke.
Nah,
You
go
got
ahead,
Tennessee, Dennis? You
I'm
taking
here.
Tennessee?
What's your
I'm,
game?
I'm
Dennis?
taking Tennessee. It's gonna be a nail biter though. I'm taking Tennessee. I know Jimmy
Always
G
taking
going.
Tennessee.
I know Jimmy G gonna throw the game away. I'm taking Tennessee though. I'm gonna say 17-14 Tennessee.
17-14. Battle of the defense. All right, D-man.
Well, I am going to take the 49ers. I mean, they got a good defense. And without Derrick Henry, the times they're not over themselves. But I'm going to say the 49ers 24, the Titans 14.
24-14. All right, Sharon.
You know what, Dennis? You really getting on my nerve with this Tennessee Titans love.
It don't ma-
I'm really mad.
Sharon,
I
it don't
mean-
matter. It don't matter if it's Tennessee, Cleveland, Sacramento.
No, see, yeah, but you were like this last year with Cleveland, and they let you down. I thought you learned your lesson, but no. Now
Hey,
you-
Sharon, he doesn't learn his lesson. Come on
Now
now.
you're doing the same
He's an
crap
Eagles
with
fan. What do you
Tennessee
expect?
this season. You gonna get it again. They're gonna let you down. I don't want to hear it. Don't come to me talking about where my tissue. I'm gonna be like, I don't have none for you because you should have learned last year.
Oh
And
man.
you can't use a terrible towel either. No tissue, no towel.
Nope, definitely not giving you my towel. Not for that. Anyway,
You got to use this how to work.
Donovan said it right. The Niners are trending. They've got the momentum. They're playing well, and I think they're motivated to actually, give it a good run. So I believe that they're going to win. Tennessee's kind of depleted, and I have it. It's not going to be a runaway though. I have it. The Niners winning 23-21. So they'll keep it close, but I think the Niners are going to be a little bit too much for them. They'll lose it in the fourth quarter. Tennessee will lose it in the fourth quarter. It's like they don't have endurance. They fade out.
All right. Dallas.
I got the Niners, and I'm going to take them 24-14. I think the Titans are just a little bit overmatched.
Well, it's a
They're
match with Dalton.
They're a little bit
24-14. Match with Dalton.
Who did I match with?
Dalton.
Dalton.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go. I'm waiting for that Buck Flair match, but I'll take a Dalton match for now.
All right, Deadeye.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a close game. Keep in mind, this will be the third time that Tennessee plays against the NFC West. They played Arizona, they played against the Rams, and now they're playing San Fran. I think this is going to come down to the end. I got San Francisco winning 24-20.
24-20, San Fran. Czar.
Yeah, I mean, we're with everybody. It's going to be a close game. I mean, two good defenses. That's what's it's going to be controlled by that. I don't think a lot of points are going to be scored in this game. I do think Tennessee, who's kind of struggling, will pull this one out on prime time. I see it 20-17, the Titans.
Ooh. Czar rolling with the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ian.
Well, I don't do this pick'em stuff, so I base it off the spread. So with San Francisco being +3, I think Tennessee could easily, make this a very close game. I think it could be something very similar to what Sharon said, where it could be a 2-point game, it could push, it could be a 3-point game. So because of that, I'm going to pick Tennessee +3, and I don't predict the score. That's too easy.
All righty, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
He's milking his answer right now.
All right. Ace.
That was actually funny this time, Jedi.
What's San Fran? 8-6 right now?
Yep.
Riding high, what they won the last 6 out of 7, and that one that they lost was a heartbreaker. Yeah, I'm rolling San Fran. They got the momentum. They got arguably one of the best tight ends in the game right now, who's doing his thing.
And I told you he was better than Waller.
Yeah, Waller's had a down year. I'll give you this year, but overall, they're neck and neck overall. In my opinion.
Kittle is just as good as Kelsey.
No doubt.
Okay, you're going too far. You're going too far.
When I win a bet on an argument, on a debate, I'm bringing it up.
Hey, now we had a good argument about that. We'll revisit that again, but let me finish that real quick. So Kittle, arguably one of the best. He's doing his thing since he came back from injury. Jimmy G is playing good football.
He's
not making a lot of mistakes, and you got to give him credit for that. We tend to put him in the same conversation as Tannehill, but I see Tannehill making more mistakes than Jimmy G. I just don't like the direction Tennessee's going right now. They look lost without Henry. Miss Sharon once brought up a point in the beginning of the season about Julio Jones, and I was on her case about it. But since then, I don't know where Julio is. He's missing like Kenny Galladay. I don't know where he's been. I like San Fran here, 31-17. They're going to make a statement here because they're making that push. They get that next win. That NFC better start looking around. San Fran's on the radar.
Hey, Ace.
Yeah.
Did you see that video that's going around with the Titans fan doing a live screaming at Julio Jones saying, "Where you at?" Have you seen it? Oh my God, I probably
ain't
played it.
gonna
I don't know
say-
how many times a day. I was laughing.
I ain't gonna say John.
I said I couldn't have said it better myself. I mean, it's like he opened up my brain and took all my thoughts about it out and spit it out. That's how it was.
It definitely did when I was watching. I was going,
Cannot find the end zone. I think he has what, 1 touchdown this season?
nope. I don't
No,
think
he
he
got
has,
none.
he has no
You don't have
touchdown.
any?
Nope.
Okay.
And
Yeah, somebody said in the comments that he got 1 touchdown. I said, I don't think so.
No, he doesn't have any.
and Tennessee, what a joke.
But yeah, that's my analysis and my score for that game. San Fran, watch him. Keep an eye on him.
But as I was trying to say, I didn't realize I was on mute. I also have a score match with Deadeye. I have a 24-20 San Francisco.
Just make it 23-21. You can match me. How about
Can't
that?
match with me. I didn't give a score.
He don't want to match you. He's salty about week 1.
Hey, update on Julio
Oh,
Jones.
please.
25 catches
That
for
was pretty
I'm
good.
359
not,
yards.
no, my name's not Will.
Julio
Oh,
Jones.
Will loves me now. We made up. We're friends
Yeah.
again.
What kind of makeup y'all did? What's going on
Don't
here?
worry
We
about
just
it.
we just
Mind your
friends, Dennis.
business.
Don't worry.
Mind your
Don't worry.
Got too many friends.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
when did this
thank
happen?
You, Czar. Thank you, Czar.
Every
You got too
time.
many
My
goddamn
bro-
friends.
Wait a minute. I know you're not gonna take your cues from Czar. Come on
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I gotta
Let
take my
that
cues
go.
from Czar.
Let that go.
I
Let
gotta,
it
I
go.
gotta get as many wins as possible. All right.
Hold
No,
on,
you
real
don't
quick.
need to take your cues from Czar. No.
Oh,
Real quick,
Lord.
I
Is AJ
wanna,
Brown activated this game? Is
Yeah, I
AJ
want-
Brown?
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
He
hear
is.
that
AJ Brown.
stat.
He is.
Give me that stat again, real quick. Deadeye, what was that stat you said about Julio?
Julio
20
Jones has 25 catches for 369 yards.
Ooh.
and
Yes.
0 touchdowns.
I mean,
Hey,
James,
Ace. You know
But
what's
that's
funny?
How many
typical Julio
games?
Jones.
how many
That's
Ace, you know
typical.
what's
did I?
you
He's
know what's
usually
funny?
got 1,000. He's
Oh,
usually
brother.
got 1,000 yards, but
Wasn't Czar the one that was telling me in the beginning of the season that I made a stupid trade when I traded Waller and I got
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, for me.
Kyle
yeah,
Pitts made the
yeah,
Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
You can do that.
And Kyle Pitts is the next Tony Gonzalez, man. I mean, that's awesome.
yeah, that kid.
Hey,
Well, I'm gonna say, I just think that Tennessee's injuries, and anytime you play a physical game like they played against the Steelers, oh man, this is tough because we all thought that Tennessee was going to run away with the #1 seed after they beat Buffalo and they beat Kansas City and
No,
they
no,
beat
no,
every.
no. Y'all thought. Sharon didn't
Tennessee.
think that.
Tennessee,
Sharon
what
didn't
a
think
joke.
that ever.
So yeah, they had an easy schedule. The next thing you know, Derrick Henry goes down, and then the rest is history. AJ Brown goes down. So now they're showing their true colors. Now they got their offensive lines out against that 49ers pass rush. So I'm going to take the 49ers as well. I got it being 24-16. San Francisco, I got it
Hold on.
24-16.
We got a San Francisco fan enter.
Yeah, I knew he was going to pop in.
Okay, here it is. Here it
I
is.
knew he was going to pop in. He just
The
had
spread
to.
is the spread is 3.5 of a player.
Yeah. So I'm taking the 49ers to win the ball game 24-16. Tennessee's always one of those dangerous teams that they kind of rise up at certain points that they're in Nashville. But let's just hope Jimmy G don't lose this game, Will. You know what?
I know.
Hope Jimmy G don't win this game. I'm talking about Jay Will. I hope he don't lose it. This is your team.
Let's go
Yeah.
Niners.
Yeah. I'm a little worried. I can't lie.
What's up, Willie?
What's
Don't be worried.
Don't be.
Don't
You
be
got one of
worried,
the
Jay
most
Will.
underrated guys on your defense named Bosa that nobody's talking about for a defensive player of the year candidate. Yeah, I don't.
Nah, he ain't getting it.
No, he's very or he's being underlooked in his stats.
If San Fran had a better record, he might be considered for it.
That guy's gonna kill Tannehill. Trust me, he's gonna kill Tannehill.
He's a beast. He is a beast.
All right,
I'm just worried about the short week. That's all. The short week.
Yeah.
Well, you guys had a bye last week, so heck, you should be all right. You know what I mean? I like your running back though. He helped me out. He helped me win a fantasy league. I picked him up, played him. He got 17 fantasy points.
Yeah, I didn't play him. I didn't play him though.
You did play him,
and I lost.
and you lost.
I played Chuba Hubbard instead.
Oh God.
So did I.
Why?
Chuba. It's Chuba.
It's trash.
All right, we're going to go to Saturday's game if they're still going to be on Saturday. I hope that Christmas Day, we got 2 games to look forward to. Of course, we got the sorry ass Browns playing the Packers on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's going to be ugly.
I'm just going to say this. Christmas trees are green, Packers are green, and I'm just going to go out and say it. I just think that the Browns are done. I think they're done. After that last performance, it don't matter how good the defense plays. Baker's probably going to come back, and I just think the Browns put a fork in them. Put a fork in them. I mean, they're done. Their season's done with, because there's no way they're gonna have to look back and wonder if they're gonna sign Baker Mayfield to that long contract. But I'm taking the Packers to win 31-20. If the Browns can score 20 points, it'll be a miracle to me. This game could be like 31-10. But Rodgers, I know somebody was saying that they think he's gonna go back-to-back MVPs. I know he's in the top 3 in my category right now, but he's not number 1. I can tell you that right now. He's third, so he's got to keep on creeping.
He's the odds-on favorite right now.
All right, Donovan, what you got?
Oh, easily Green Bay. That's not even a question.
Green Bay. All right, Dennis.
What's your score, Donovan?
No, I'm not doing the score thing. I'll just give my
okay.
prediction.
All right, Dennis. Shake and bake. This is your guy right here. Baker's coming back.
Yeah, but I think Zadarius. I think Zadarius come back this game too, though, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
I think he does.
All I know the spread is 7.5. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
You know what? President. You know what? It's Christmas. Fuck it. I'm taking the Browns. Fuck it.
Okay.
Dennis,
yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns.
And take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
I would love that. We get the number 1 seed, man. That'd be bomb.
I'm gonna go 27-31 Browns.
27-31 Browns.
I don't see how they can score that many
down.
points.
Now, Dennis, you like to say something about Baker?
No, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing to say about Baker.
What's the thing you like to say about him? He has a
Baker.
good year. He has a
bad year, right?
And this is his bad year. So next year he's gonna have a good year.
Next year he's gonna have a good year.
All right.
That's the Oklahoma thing.
Browns next year.
Right. He might not be with the Browns next year, but maybe somebody else look at that same.
He might be in Denver. Never know.
Send them there. That'd be good.
Carolina.
That's the same situation.
What you got, Czar?
Oh man, the Pack at home in December. Cleveland's still decimated. Don't know who's returning from COVID. I'm going with the Pack. The Pack for sure. A little defensive struggle. Probably gonna be cold weather. I don't know about no snow, but I'm gonna go Green Bay 24-16.
24-16. What you got, Ethan?
I have the Packers winning 27-14.
27-14. All right, Miss Sharon. I know you love this team. Go ahead, give it to us.
You know, I can't stand either one of these teams. I totally detest Aaron Rodgers, and just wish that he would just ride out in the sunset and don't come back in any way, shape, or form in the NFL. I don't care if I never see or hear his name.
That is
again.
great, brutal honesty.
I'm just being honest. I haven't liked him since draft day, and I'm very clear about that. I just don't like the dude, and he's a good quarterback. I think he's always rated higher than what he really is. But some people get that. Some players, people are always going to think that player is better than what he actually is. That's just the way it goes. But as far as this matchup, I think that Cleveland's in a bad state. And it's not even a division game or anything to motivate them beyond the normal. So I just don't think they're going to have enough to beat Green Bay. And Green Bay wins 27-21.
27-21, Packers. All right, Dalton.
Well, the Browns are completely done, and they got a Johnny Football sober Faker trash field, but it is going to be a fucking embarrassing game. I am going to take the Packers 35-13 I don't give a fuck if it's a cold weather. It's gonna be a fucking blowout.
Yeah. Where you at, man? You know what I'm saying?
Green Bay don't care about cold weather. They used to it.
Easy.
I don't fucking care if it's cold weather or not.
D-Man hit the Dr. D-Man hit the
They
Dr.
love
Pepper
it.
too hard. All right, Dallas.
Like Dr. Pepper.
Well, like Sharon, I also detest Aaron Rodgers. I think I need not say that. I especially hate him in his stupid fucking State Farm commercials. He can just
I do too.
piss right off with those. Yeah, it pains me to say it, but he's a good player, and yeah, the Browns are done. 34-14 Green Bay. Pack up the Browns and move on. It's over.
14. All right, Deadeye.
I think this is absolutely going to just be roadkill. I mean, let's be realistic here. This is just ugly. Think about this for 1 second. No, just think about this for 1 second. Let me give you Aaron Rodgers' numbers real quick on the year. 3,487 yards, 30 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. And just another, let me clarify this even more. 3 times this year, Aaron Rodgers has thrown under 200 yards. Ironically, all 3 games in which he threw under 200 yards were against teams from the NFC. Everything else has been 200 or more. 5 games this year, he's had a rating of under 100. Everything else has been 100 plus. There is no way at home in the month of December you're going to tell me Cleveland is going to take down Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. I think this is going to be an absolute blowout. I think 45-14.
Tell him, Cuzzo.
Yeah,
All righty.
what I'm talking about.
All right, Jay Will, what you got?
He gonna be screaming, "I own you" at the end of the game, right? Is that what you think?
Look, he already calls. He's already daddy to Chicago. He doesn't need to do it to Cleveland as well. So
Well,
Actually,
knowing him,
Chicago's
he'll
one of the
probably do it.
teams he had under 200 yards against.
It
Hey,
don't
someone-
matter. He
someone
still-
mute his mic,
Still
please.
got the W. He was still eating the W.
Very true.
All right, Sharon, I like that. Keep it up. All right, Jay Will.
Yeah, I got this being a total blowout, man. I got the Green Bay Packers 41-9. I see these cats kicking 3 field goals, and if they can kick for 3 field goals, I got it 41-9.
All right, Ian. Last Green Bay lever. Come on.
I ain't feeling the blowout though. I'm not feeling it.
Look, thanks to Sharon, because she said the spread is 7.5, and understanding the betting world as much as I do, when a game is 7.5, to me, something just don't feel right. And understanding Green Bay, understanding Cleveland, understanding the environment, the weather that this game is going to be in, I'm taking Cleveland plus 7.5. I could see this game being a 7-point game.
Right.
I understand with this being December. And once again, I don't do pick 'em here. I do them by the spread. So I'm going to take Cleveland plus 7.5.
All right. I can see you saying that because I know how much you hate fucking Green Bay.
Hey, Karen Rodgers can kiss my ass. All right.
Ian's goal in life is to see the Packers go 0-17 once in his
damn
lifetime.
right.
That's his
Absolutely.
goal. Next game on the Saturday
I can
night
second
is
that.
Hold on, player. I didn't get my.
Oh, you didn't get yours
Ace.
in?
Hear from Ace.
All right, Ace.
I didn't get mine off.
Well, you know,
Mr. White Cat.
Green Bay has yellow in their uniforms. I didn't know if you want to speak on this
Hey,
or not. So go ahead.
You know what? I like this game because this is the battle of the commercial guys. All right, but I'm willing to go out a limb here and say that I bet you Baker Mayfield has a new commercial aired during that game. All right.
And watch, he's still not doing anything in the
right
commercial.
right on that day. Listen, Green Bay here, easy, 35-10. Watch for Aaron Jones. He's probably gonna have a big game.
35-10, Green Bay easily. Aaron Jones. So Dennis, you was
Aaron
almost
Jones,
a lone wolf,
okay.
but Ian jumped on the Cleveland bandwagon with you.
Both
Next
of y'all
game.
both drunk. Both of y'all drunk.
Next game, Colts and
We already know
Colts
one of
and,
them is.
Arizona Cardinals, and nobody knows the Colts better than Dallas. So Dallas, Saturday night. Who you got here? You got.
You know what? That only
Shots
mildly
fired.
bothers me
Shots
because I'm
fired.
drinking. So fuck you, and let me tell you why the Cardinals are gonna win this game. Because they're pissed off they got embarrassed by the Lions like that. That's fucking embarrassing. That's more embarrassing than losing to the Jags, which the Dolphins did. But that's more embarrassing than that.
So did Tennessee.
I got this
So did
being like
Tennessee.
I got this being like 20. I can't read my own fucking handwriting. Maybe I'm drunker than I thought. I got 27-17.
That's very
27
believable.
Shut up, Deadeye. Shut up.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am.
I'll start a ticking.
You got 27-17 Arizona.
27-17. I think Taylor will account for most of the points for Indianapolis, but the only thing I'll say, it sucked last week especially, but it was kind of a little bit of karma because as much as we clown Buffalo for us throwing 3 times and Taylor ran all over us and Wentz threw it 8 times for whatever, however many yards, 80 some odd yards or whatever it was. So
Five
five
times.
Okay, thank you. So
All that shit about New England when they beat Buffalo, and now
it
they
was
lose.
still funny. It's still funny.
Now they
but
lose to a
sucks.
quarterback that threw the ball 5 times. All right, D man.
All
Wait
right.
a minute, Dallas. What did you say your score was?
27-17.
Arizona. He took Arizona. All right, D man.
Well, it is going to be a 2D, and I don't give a damn. I am going to take the Cardinals, but it's going to be a close game. And like Dal said, the Cardinals are coming off pissed off after embarrassment lost the Lions. But I'm going to say the Cardinals 27-23.
Oh, double D.
3. All right, Jay Will.
Man. Who's this matchup, man?
Arizona and Indianapolis.
Ooh.
Christmas Day.
I'd like to say that Arizona bounces back after that shit last week, but I actually like this matchup, and I'm going to take the Colts only because I'm being an NFC West hater. I just want to see the Cardinals lose, take another loss. And I'm going to take the Colts.
Thank you, Willie. I appreciate that.
It's going to be close though, 24-21.
He don't like y'all either, Deadeye.
24-21.
Can I go next, Buck?
Before you
Okay.
start,
Yeah,
before
go
you
ahead,
start,
go ahead,
before you
Deadeye.
start
You're
thanking
next. I
them,
know you're dying to get in there.
Yeah, I'm not taking Arizona. I am not taking Arizona on this one. I need them to lose badly because if the Rams win, they take over the NFC West. But another thing, just coming off that loss, that can really hurt you mentally. Losing to a team 30-12, and I get Arizona's without DeAndre Hopkins. That's already hurting them so much because that's one of Kyler Murray's top receivers. So without him, it's hurting them. And Jonathan Taylor, this game in Indianapolis?
Nope, Arizona.
Okay, then even more reason for me to pick the Colts. Okay, this is going to be good. Jonathan Taylor, easy MVP candidate. He's number 1 in rushing right now, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. If Arizona's not stopping Jonathan Taylor on that run, he is going to walk all over them all game. I think Indianapolis takes this one 30-24.
30-24, Indianapolis. All right, Sharon.
Well,
Yeah.
some of you know I'm a Midwest girl, right? And sometimes when I have to pick between 2 teams and I don't know who to pick, I tend to favor the Midwest team because that's just where my heart is. And, and shout out to Indianapolis, Buck Flair, that's your town. I like Indianapolis. I just hate the whole rest of the state of Indiana. But I do like
Same here, Sharon.
That part.
That's where I was born too.
Yeah, I know. And I like that. Arizona is dry, nice weather. Never been there. Always wanted to go. But I heard it's a nice place. But it's a little politically incorrect for me right now. I know none of that has to do anything with football. I know that. But I just thought I'd just add that little commentary just for
Well, you're the vice president tonight, so that's what the vice president can do.
Yeah, just call me Veep right now. Just call me Veep.
Right.
But looking at the matchup and what's going on, I don't believe that Arizona bounces back. I think they're going to be very frustrated in this game because I think they think that they're going to win. Of course they do. And they really are hyped to believe that they're going to win this game. But I think Indianapolis is going to come in and punch them in the mouth and actually shock them. And they're not going to know what hit them. I don't think it's going to be a runaway, though. But I believe Indianapolis is going to ride their momentum into Arizona and win this game 28-24.
28-24. All right, Donovan.
This is solely for wild card purposes. For my Raiders have that glimmering chance. I'm gonna go with Arizona. I think they are a little bit embarrassed about the whole Detroit thing, and I feel like it's Christmas. They're at home. Indy, I think they're riding high off of that New England win. So I'm gonna take Arizona in a close one, in a very, very close one.
All righty, Czar.
All right. On this one, make this one brief. Arizona will win this game at home. I don't know if they lost 2 in a row all year. I'm not 100% sure if they have or not. But I definitely think Kyler Murray, who is still an outside MVP candidate, will have a pretty good game, against a pretty good defense. And I think it'll be mid-level scoring. I think they will pull this one out 24-21. And they'll get a game-winning field goal from Gonzalez.
Okay. Czar's taking zone. All right, Dennis.
I don't think Arizona has a chance in hell in this game. I think Cliff Kingsbury is going downhill.
Ooh.
I am going with the Colts on this one because I think Jonathan Taylor wins this game by his damn self. That's personally how I feel about it. I'm going with the score 28-21 Colts.
28-21. All right, Ethan.
Someone check Dennis's blood alcohol level with these.
Right.
picks. Jesus.
Hey,
All right, Ethan.
Dennis,
Good
Dennis,
grief.
you don't like Kingsbury? You don't think he's doing a good job?
Can't win in December. Not winning in December is a
They're
big
on
thing.
there. They're starting to slide like they did last year.
Not winning in
Yep.
December is a big thing. Last year, after they made that miraculous catch against Buffalo, they started sliding in December last year.
They sure
Did they
did.
have it? Did they have a whole lot of injuries of key players last year? Did they?
Oh, they were good.
Right.
They didn't have no defense. They didn't have no defense last year.
But they do this year. They have
According to
key
some,
people out this year.
according to
So I
some
mean,
people,
how many key people out?
I wouldn't count that.
How many key people out?
D-Hop is huge.
D-Hop and
D-Hop
I mean, when you
I don't
have
think B-Hop being out is huge because they got a loaded wide receiving core.
right?
I really
Yeah,
don't.
I mean, you got AJ Green. Come on, Dennis. I mean,
I ain't talking about AJ. I'm really
You
talking
got
about more
Christian
so
Kirk, you got-
Rondell
got
Moore.
Rondell Moore.
Christian
Rondell
Kirk is
Moore.
the one.
Rondell
Christian
Moore,
Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, Christian Kirk
They
is
do
the
shit
one.
against the fucking Lions.
Okay,
I'm
they're
not really worried
pretty,
about AJ.
Christian
Green.
Kirk did something
pretty-
against the Lions.
they're
Mhm.
pretty good, but they ain't no hop. And y'all know this.
No, I
Come
mean,
on,
He
how?
had 9 catches,
Come on,
94
y'all
yards. and a
reaching.
touchdown.
Y'all
And they
reaching
also,
on this.
and they
you know
Y'all
also
reaching
got,
on this core. You reaching on this core.
and they also got Zach Ertz over there.
Hey, hold
Right.
on. Arizona losing the best wide receiver outside of Cooper Kupp
Whatever.
is a big loss for Arizona.
You tripping? You on crack, bro.
I mean, I
Make
understand.
sure you drink out of your Cooper Cup, okay?
There
You tell me another wide receiver in the NFL who has numbers like Cooper Kupp right now.
No, we're not. I'm not worried about
Okay.
the Cooper Cup.
No,
thing.
it ain't
I'm
about
not
numbers.
worried
It's
about
Hey,
about
let's
numbers.
get back to let's get back to this.
All right, Ethan,
Kingsbury
go ahead, Ethan.
discussion.
Go
Go ahead, Ethan.
Waiting for everybody to stop talking. I've got. Let me look this up again. Make sure I say the right
I thought
thing.
you was ready. Now see,
I got it. It's right here. I
you
had it
whining
written
and now
down.
you ain't ready.
Oh, calm down.
Playing Jacksonville
the
again.
call-
He's
I
not
got
ready.
Calm.
I'm joking. I've got the.
He's just
Colts
imitating
30
the Bills
I am
offense. He
too.
thought he was
I'm
ready,
joking
but he
too.
wasn't.
Let me know when
Who you
everybody's
got?
done talking.
Who you got, Ethan? Who you got?
I've got the Colts 31-27.
Colts
That's
31-27. All right, Ace.
There it is. Ready for it? Let me break it down.
He's about to say some shit when he
Let
start
me
out
break it down,
laughing.
baby.
When
Yeah.
he start out laughing, he about to say some shit.
I had to set my cookie down and everything. I'm like, man, fuck this. I heard everybody talking. All right. Yeah, Indy's hot right now. Got arguably one of the best running backs in the game. But I think we're forgetting about this Arizona defense. Granted, they show up last week. No, they didn't. They got blindsided. But they're not gonna do that this week. They're gonna focus on shutting Taylor down, and they're gonna make Wentz have to win the game. And I don't think he can keep up with Kyler Murray, not one bit. Not at all. I got Arizona cooking them. They're gonna cook them boys 34-21.
Tell them.
34-21.
Wait, though, Ace.
Hey,
But
wait,
wait, Ace. Wait. Do you know people say that same mess every week about Indy? They say that every week. They're gonna shut down Jonathan Taylor and make Wentz win the game, and he ain't gonna
Right.
be able to do that.
And it
Now,
works.
sometimes it works,
It
but
works
sometimes it hasn't been working.
It works. I seen it happen against
Just
Tampa.
saying.
I seen it
Hey,
happen
Ace, I got a
against
question
Tampa.
for Ace. I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Who's got a better defense, the Cardinals or the Patriots?
Oh, the Cards. Oh, no.
Patriots do.
Then how do you expect if they couldn't stop JT?
It
how do you
don't work
expect
like
them to?
that. Come on, man. You know it don't work like
All right,
that.
but did you? What was my kicker though?
Week
When I
to
was,
week, and it's different.
Yeah, what was my
Wait, Czar.
what was my kicker when I was talking about that though? What did I say? Wentz is gonna have to keep up with who? Kyler Murray, who you guys were all just saying. Who you guys were all just saying a couple weeks ago was an MVP race. 'Cause
Yeah,
he
you
was.
did.
He
Yeah,
was.
you said that he would have to keep up with Kyler Murray,
keep up with
shot
Kyler
for
Murray.
shot, and he ain't gonna be able to
He ain't
hang
gonna
with
be able to do
Kyler
that.
Murray. That's what you said. Yeah, you
hang
did
with
say
Kyler
that.
Murray.
All
Kyler
right,
Murray
Ian.
gonna-
All right, Ian. What you got, Ian?
Okay.
Back-
Well, look, hey, look, I'm gonna say this. Arizona was
Uh-oh.
great, and then they peaked way too early, lost DeAndre Hopkins, and now they're falling off the face of the earth. To me, I think that this is great for the NFL. The fact that Arizona is falling off the face of the earth. Indianapolis is good, and if I understand this correctly, the spread is 1. So this is pretty much a pick 'em.
It is.
So if I understand that
1.5.
correctly, it's 1. Oh, it's 1.5.
Yeah, that's what I got.
All right. Well, I think
As of 2 hours ago, it was 1.5. I don't know
Okay.
what it is now.
for which team?
Arizona.
All right, I'm gonna take Indianapolis plus 1.5. I think Jonathan Taylor is gonna do what he's been doing all year long. He's gonna beat up on the Cardinals defense. It doesn't matter what Carson Wentz does. Jonathan Taylor's a beast. He's gonna be top 3 in MVP voting. Not gonna get it, of course, but he's gonna be top 3 in voting. And Arizona's a fraud, and they peaked way too early.
All righty. Well, there's two ways to look at this game. One is Tennessee plays early on Thursday, and if they lose, Colts will be motivated because they know if they win, they'll be tied with them. Tennessee owns the tiebreaker because they beat them twice.
Right.
So at least they know they have a shot to be tied with them. And then the fact of the matter is that they can solidify their playoff hopes too as well. And then the other sad thing on this is the Christmas Day. It's hard for a family of players to be away from your family on Christmas Day, especially when you got kids and stuff like that. So sometimes the players from the away team do not have the mental toughness to play a game like this. So I still think that Jonathan Taylor has moved into the number 1 spot of MVP right now. I think that he will do enough to beat the Cardinals himself because he will run the ball just like the Detroit beat the Cardinals last week. I think the Cardinals are in a bad state. Dennis said it right. They haven't won in December. They didn't win in December last year. Now it's December this year. So I'm taking the Colts to win 27-20 over the Cardinals. Colts, I'm taking. Dennis is over there shaking and baking.
Right. Did Dalton go?
Yeah,
No.
Dalton took the Cardinals.
Yeah, I went.
Tell him,
Oh,
D. Tell
okay.
him, dog.
Yeah, I picked the Cardinals
Did
27-23.
Donovan, who'd you pick, Donovan?
I took the Cardinals.
He took the Cardinals
okay.
too. Yeah.
And by the way,
All right,
I
we're
picked the
going
Cardinals
into-
because I fucking can if I want to. Thank you.
Right. Right.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ. All right,
we got angry Dalton tonight. I like it.
Yeah. All right, we're going to Sunday's game, and of course, I might as well start out with the draft day game. I almost put it in the top 5, but I said, you know what? We still don't know who's going to be the number 1 pick because I think we do now. Jacksonville pretty much lost to Houston last week, so that pretty much puts them as the number 1 pick right now. But they got to play the Jets, and if the Jets lose, of course, then the Jets would take over the spot if Detroit loses. So anyway, Jacksonville and the Jets. Let me just ask: is anybody taking the Jaguars?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Who's
Yep.
taking? All right, Will, go ahead. You taking the
I
Jaguars?
did at first, but I
Yeah,
changed.
the Jets have 14 players out on COVID. That's
Exactly.
huge. All
And their
right?
head coach.
And their head coach, and there's some key players that's in that mix. So
Yep.
yes, I am
Salamis
gonna,
is out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Jacksonville on that one. I mean, you've seen some of these COVID games, what could happen. It'll
Yeah.
probably be close, whatever the case, but I'll go Jacksonville here. I'll get them. I think it'll be 17-10. It's gonna be, some
It'll
ugly.
be close.
Yeah, nobody's gonna want to
Mhm.
watch this game, but that COVID, yes, it's gonna make it an impact for sure.
All right, Czar, you next.
Yep. The same reason Ace said, I was watching it today on the NFL Network, and they got a ton of players out. And just seeing that, I'm taking Jacksonville. I actually think it's going to be some points scored in this game from a lot of these backups. Just two shitty teams just going for broke. I think Jacksonville will win this game. I'm going to go 27-23, Jacksonville.
All right, Jedi.
Just let me first state this, that neither of these two teams have any players that made the Pro Bowl. I just want to get that out of the way real quick. On top of that, yeah, the 14 players with COVID, I just think Jacksonville, just try to finish on a high note. These are two teams that are it's been issues all year, left and right, offensively and defensively. But I think if Trevor Lawrence wants to finish the season on a high note, go on the road, win a game. I got Jacksonville 24-10.
I'm sure they're looking for their first win without Urban Meyer. I'm pretty sure that's their mind state.
I think that'll be the key right there. No Urban Meyer.
Hey, Guru, well, you're saying Urban Meyer didn't get elected as a kicker?
Depends on what kind of kicker we're going with.
He's a Pro Bowl kicker.
Yeah, the kicker for the Pro Bowl.
Hey.
He's the man. you know
All
who the
right,
backup
Ian. All
is?
right, Ian. What you got, Ian?
Kareem Hunt's the backup.
I mean, honestly, who cares about this game except Tank Bowl? But when it comes to this, I'm gonna give Jacksonville. I mean, I think the spread is 1.5 around there, if I remember correctly. So, that's 2. You know what? Even better. So
It's even.
So when it comes to Jacksonville, when it comes to the Jets, this really is the Tank Bowl. I mean, if you win this game, you lose either way. So I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I'm gonna pick them, and Urban Meyer not being elected to the Pro Bowl as a kicker, that's just disappointing.
Oh, that's good, Ian. I like that. All right, Donovan.
I got to go with Jacksonville. I think when they talked about them winning one without Urban Meyer, this would be a perfect opportunity for them. And I'm definitely going to go with Jacksonville on that.
I cannot believe this. I just asked, is anybody taking Jacksonville?
I know, you should have said
I
anybody
got
taking the Jets.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people already took Jacksonville. All right, Sharon.
Well, I was gonna go with the Jets, but it's not because of COVID that I'm okay. So originally I was going with Jacksonville. I switched it to the Jets, but I think I'm gonna switch it back to Jacksonville because I think they will be motivated to win a game without Urban Meyer, especially everything that's coming out. So I don't know what else to say about them. I can't say that their defense is better, or I can't give you any great commentary about stats or anything. Just that they're down 170 pound head coach. So I'll go Jacksonville's gonna win 20-14.
14.
Mhm.
All right, D-Man. This is you're on the spot now.
Oh, something tells me I'm gonna regret that.
Well, I
change.
did pick the Jets though, but I'm gonna change my mind, and I don't give a fuck. I'm taking the Jaguars 17-10, and fuck it, I got fucking James Robinson on my fucking fantasy team.
And we got a score match because I got 17.
Man, we got.
Hey,
we
Dalton,
gotta
have you
take-
been
we-
drinking
we,
too?
We gotta take up a F word collection. Every time somebody use it, they gotta pay Sharon $1.
All right,
Okay,
Dallas.
Dallas owes you like $40.
I got a grandbaby coming. I need that. Let's
Hey,
do
just
that.
keep in mind that Dalton owes Sharon $40 now.
Between
Hey,
Dalton
see,
and
2
Dallas,
seconds, Dallas, what the
I
fuck
can
just
rake it.
happened?
I can
That's
rake
like-
it in.
What just happened? I don't know. Let me
We
break it
got
down
like
like this for
7,
you guys.
8 people in a row pick Jaguars. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Dallas.
let me break up the madness. I said I was done taking the Jets, but then I forgot they have to play Jacksonville, so it's kind of hard to not take them in that instance. As much as an interception machine of Zach Wilson is, Trevor Lawrence is more of a pick machine. I mean, I don't care that Urban Meyer's gone. he left that locker room in such a state of disarray and chaos and turmoil that those players don't want to be there. They don't give a fuck. They don't care that he's gone. That they don't want to be there. They want out. And the Jets, they like Robert Saleh. He's out. I think it's going to make them play 10 times harder. They've been playing hard for him all year. They lose. It's not for a lack of trying. It's for a lack of talent. But they're definitely more talented than Jacksonville. And they had 3 players that should have been in the Pro Bowl or had the case. Jacksonville doesn't have any. So I'll take the Jets here. I'll go. Where is my score on here? 20-14 Jets. And with that being said, I think this is the best. This is the best preseason game of the year.
All righty,
probably see more
2014.
players
Jay
on the
Will, what
field
you got,
than
Jay Will?
20-14 Dallas. I see you.
I'm going with the Jags. I got them, but I got it close though, and it's gonna be like a real shitty game. I got it like 13-10 Jacksonville.
13-10 Jacksonville. All right, Ethan.
That's a lot of credit.
Hey, can I ask a question? Don't they, when they're on COVID now, didn't they change it and they only have to have 1 negative test before the game?
No,
I
if you're
think if they said
vaccinated,
It's still 2.
if you're vaccinated, you just have to have 2 positive tests within 24 hours.
No negative test.
I thought
If you're
they said-
unvaccinated, you're out 10 days minimum.
Right.
Yeah, right. But I thought today they said 1. I thought I heard 1 today.
I always
That
thought
they
I always
changed
heard
it
2.
because I thought I heard that so 2 people were arguing about it, debating it, and they were talking about how the NFL changed their rules. Even though, how seriously can we take Roger Goodell when he changed the rules?
Right.
And then they said one, all they need is 1 positive test now, or something like that. I don't know. I'll look it up.
Why don't you ask Joe when you're there in the White House tomorrow, Miss Harris? All right, Ethan.
Wow.
Right.
Yo.
All right. All right. I got the Jaguars 17-14.
17-14 Jaguars.
Uh,
Damn, I should have asked, is anybody taking the Jets? Dallas, don't howl. Coach Claire is with you, okay? I'm going to go with the Jets for one reason only. What's this weekend? It's Christmas. What color is a Christmas tree? It's green. You got to go with the Jets. You got to go with the Jets. I got the Jets winning the ball game.
Oh, I thought you were going to say this was going to be the Miracle on 34th Street.
There you go. 24-17. I'm taking the Jets to win over the Jaguars. And like I said, the Jaguars couldn't beat the fucking Texans when they should have won last week too. And that was an embarrassment game. I just don't know. I had to talk to
you know what?
I had to talk to all my Clemson fans after that ball game, and everybody's saying it's not Trevor's fault. And right now, it is Trevor's fault.
It's Trevor's
Because
fault.
if you got a quarterback that he came into the league and with high hopes, he can win some games by himself. It's proven facts. He can win some games but he can't right now. And I think it's because of his coaches. I mean, he has no coaches at all on that team at all. Now, getting back to the Cardinals, if the Cardinals do beat the Colts, it's because the defensive coordinator, Mr. Joseph, is vying for a head coaching job. So if he does pull that out, if he does pull that win out, he's going to be up there in the candidate, probably going to Chicago. Chicago's a defensive team, and they might be looking to get back in that defensive mode.
Oh, they need an offensive.
No, they need looking for a head coaching job too, though. I think.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, they went with Nagy. They seen how that worked out. Same thing with other teams that go with the offensive quarterback. Chicago's a defensive town, just like the Giants.
They need offense, man. Defense isn't the problem. They need offense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what?
The Raiders need defense. Hold on, and Donovan just shook his head. He knows I'm right. The Raiders need defense.
Your Bears defense got old. That's the problem. You haven't been drafted defensive guys to back up your old guys there. So that's the problem right now. But anyway,
they still need offense.
You got your future quarterback there, Justin Fields. So we'll see what they put around him.
Yeah, to die after 2 seconds in the pocket. Good.
Yeah. All right, next game we're gonna go to Atlanta.
Ho, Buckler, how you forget your code? Whoa.
Oh,
Dennis didn't give it.
You ain't let me tell you did. You didn't
We
ask
Dennis,
me
he was
who I
wait, Dennis, he
for.
was skipping you on purpose. He was skipping you
Oh,
on purpose. He didn't
I
want you to
thought
go.
you was.
I know
see,
he going
you
with
not,
Jet.
you doing like this. You going like this? Hell, I didn't know
I'm
what
just,
you got
I
going.
was just waiting my time. That's all. I'll be
Oh,
All
I
right.
didn't think you were sober
All
enough.
right,
My
Mr.
He
Dennis
going
Holmes.
with the Jets. Let's hear it.
actually, I'm not going with the Jets.
You not? Oh
No.
my.
And I'm not going with the Jaguars either.
Oh, it's a tie.
It's a 20-20 tie.
20-20 tie.
They're gonna have to figure that out when it comes draft time.
And not malt liquor kicking in.
I ain't drinking no malt liquor.
That's an interesting.
I will say this.
I've actually been drinking
I
water.
do have one of those games this week, Dennis, too, as well. So I do
Yeah.
have one of those type of games this week too, as well. So I always like to see that happen. 20-20 tie, Jets and Jaguars. All right, we're gonna go to Detroit, Atlanta, and I'm gonna start out with Mr. Dennis Holmes since he Talkerish Tuesday.
What up, though? what up, though? 23-13. What up, though? You ain't got to say no more. That's it. Fucking Matty Water Ice. Fuck Matty Water Ice.
So Dennis is taking the Lions. Okay, Donovan.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I got Atlanta winning, and I'll give a score for this one. I got Atlanta winning 23-20.
23-20 Atlanta. All right, Dallas.
Oh, I saw this game. I was like, oh, this could be the shittiest game of the weekend. Yeah, even shittier than the Jets and Jacksonville. But I thought the Lions have won 2 of their last 3 games, and a lot of their losses early in the year were close. And everyone on here knows how much crap I always talk about the Falcons, whether it's deserved or not. But it is. But, you know, at any rate, I'm going to take the Lions, restore the fucking roar 20-10 because the Falcons fucking suck. Can we stop talking about them being a wild card team for the playoffs too? Like, this is going to put the nail in the coffin. Let's just get it over with.
They're only
Next
one
is
game
Bills,
out.
But,
They're only
you know,
one
next
game out.
is Bills,
Yeah.
But after that, then we're done.
All right, Ian.
Okay, I'm gonna say this: the Atlanta Falcons are great at games that nobody watches, and the Detroit Lions are great at losing games that nobody watches. So, with that being said, I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons. And Sharon, I think the spread is around 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's around 5, 5.5, around there.
4.5.
4.5. Okay, I was close enough. So, if it being 4.5, I'm gonna take Atlanta here because once again, they're great in games that nobody watches. So, I'm taking Atlanta. And by the way, Dallas, they're only a game out from the NFC wild card. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. So what I'm saying though is they're
tied.
a fake contender, and the fact that they're even in the wild card spot for the NFC shows how incredibly fucking weak top from bottom the NFC is compared.
You only
to
have to
the
win
AFC.
8, dude. You only have to win 8 games to get into the NFC wild card. Like,
Right. That's
look at them.
pathetic. In the AFC, it takes at least 9 or 10.
All right, Deadeye.
Oh man, this I don't like either of these 2 teams. Like this isn't even PBS Kids worthy of a game to be broadcasted. Detroit is they're done. This game is not going to be close. I think Atlanta being at home, it's just Atlanta's going to walk all over them. It's not going to be close. I think Atlanta goes 34-14.
Atlanta beats Jared Goff 34-14. I think the last time Jared Goff played in this stadium wasn't in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
13-3, wasn't it?
You know what, Buck? You can shut up. Fuck all of you for that.
Hey, Will.
Hey, he's just giving you stats, did I?
No, here's the thing. The last time I saw Jared Goff in Atlanta, not Super Bowl related, is when he and the Rams beat the Falcons. I'm not going to go into the Super Bowl because I want to forget about it. We're going to forget about it.
We know.
I got Atlanta. I got Atlanta edging these guys. It'll be another close one though. It'll come down to 3 points, and I got Atlanta 24-21.
24-21. All right, Ace.
We got a score match, Mr. J. Will, because that was my premise. Was the same thing. I was going to say it's going to come down to the young ho. That was going to be my premise. It's going to come down to the young ho, with Detroit losing in the last minute, like someone else had alluded to, because that's what they do sometimes. They lose in the last couple of minutes. And I think Atlanta can squeeze it out 24-21. Young Ho with the field goal.
Are you allowed to
Young
say
Ho.
that live on the air?
Young Ho.
That's his
Let's field
name.
goal.
That's his name. That's his.
I
that's-
know it's his name.
It's on his birth certificate. I'm
I
not
know.
making this up.
All right, Dalton.
It's on his birth certificate.
Man,
How you know what the birth certificate say?
All right, Dalton.
I'm almost mad at my dad for his name,
Hey, wait a
last name
minute,
not being Young Ho. Fuck.
Who did Dallas then take? They picked the Lions, didn't they?
Dallas took he took the Lions.
And then took the Lions, right? Well, guess
Dennis-
what? 3D. I'm taking the Lions 21-14.
21-14, triple D's in the house. All right, Sharon, I'll go to you next.
I don't have much to say. I was wishing the Motor City would pull it together, but Atlanta's gonna win this game in a tight one, 21-19.
21-19 in a tight one. All right, Ron Thomas, welcome to the show. I knew you'd pop in. Talk about them Falcons and that wild card hunt. Go ahead.
I'm taking the Falcons 27-17.
27-17.
All right,
I already,
bye,
had,
Ron.
I had already written that score down, Ron, before you came on.
Wait, hold on. I
Just
need to know
one thing to
something.
say to Ron. Ron, go to the comedy club and take your fucking jokes up on the stage.
Right.
Wait, hold
Is it,
on.
and they pay your bedtime? Or
Hey,
are
you
you
bet.
still wet behind the ears?
Well, we definitely know one thing. We know Dallas would never pick a hoe in this game.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron. Let me ask you this. Hey, is Georgia going to beat Michigan, or are they going to choke in the college football playoff?
Yeah, as soon as Ron gets on, y'all attack him. Holy shit.
It is so funny. You sit there on the couch.
Let me answer for you, Ryan. Let me answer for you, Ron. Georgia gonna win this game. How about that?
So they can get blown out by Bama on the championship.
They're not going to be Michigan.
Probably, but they're gonna
Like
beat
I
Michigan.
said,
Not going to be Michigan.
if it pay your
Yeah, they are. They're
bedtime
gonna
and
beat
you
Michigan.
still wet behind the ears, don't talk to me.
Georgia's done. They got
Or
exposed.
if you drinking
Georgia gonna
Similac,
beat Michigan.
don't
They didn't
talk
get
to
me.
exposed.
Georgia
They
got
didn't expose
exposed.
nothing.
Czar, if you understand anything about sports betting, it's clearly been fixed for
That's
Alabama
you and this
Georgia.
sports betting shit, man. That's man.
Hey, it's gonna be Alabama and Georgia, man. Like if you,
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
All right,
Georgia
Ethan.
gonna beat Michigan, and I'm gonna be loving it.
Cincinnati's
wait.
not doing anything to Bama. That ain't happening.
Nope.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
All right,
Nope.
Ethan, who you got this game?
I've
Ethan.
got the Lions 21-18.
The Lions 21-18. And Czar.
You young hoes picking.
I got the Detroit Lions getting the second consecutive win,
Oh,
and they will not be in order for this first pick, which will come down to the Jets or the Jags. And I'm gonna go with Detroit 23-13.
Detroit 23-13.
hey, what is up with all this Michigan love from Czar? He picked the Lions. He's picking Michigan. What's up with all this Michigan stuff?
Eminem, baby, Eminem.
Eminem. I guess that's the way to look at it. This
Yeah,
was
because he's nuts.
That's funny because a Red Wings fan said that was the only thing going good in Detroit.
No, he's Eminem because he's nuts.
This game was tough to choose because Detroit won last week, but they do have Cordell Patterson still playing running back for Atlanta. I think he bounces back. He's had 2 bad games. I think he bounces back in this ball game, and the Falcons do pull it out, 24-19. I got the Falcons almost sharing. You said 21-19, but I got the Falcons 24-19 over the Lions, and Dan Campbell can continue to motivate his team and whine and cry at the end as he normally does. Next game, we're going to go right to Houston and the Chargers. Is anybody taking the Texans?
Fuck no.
All
Might as
righty.
well.
That's
Somebody might as well take them. Shit,
Nobody's
depending on
taking the
Chargers.
Texans.
Tyrod.
I'll take him. I'll take him.
Hey, Tyrod Taylor, this is a revenge game, though.
Hey,
Getting his
Sharon, what's the
ribs
spread?
punctured.
All right, Ian. Ian's going to be the lone wolf. You
Wait,
got to
hold on.
learn how.
Wait, hold on. I'll take him depending on the spread. Sharon, what's the spread?
oh,
But so I didn't get a spread. They didn't have a spread listed when I
Yeah, but
looked.
he don't. And it's not. He's not picking them to win. He picks them with the spread.
Right. If it's like less than,
That
if it's
doesn't
like
mean he's
10,
picking them to win.
if it's higher than 10, I'm taking Houston.
Yeah, but
No,
That's
it's like
way too big
it
of a
was
spread.
7, I think. I think it's 7.
Okay, I'll say this: if it's lower than 10, I'm taking LA. If it's higher
9.
than 10, I'll take
Plus 9.
plus 9. All right, fine. I'll take Houston. I think it could be a 7-point game. All right, I'll see it.
All right. Well, nobody's taking. You just shout out your scores. I got the Chargers winning 30-17 over Houston.
I got 24-9.
24-9.
I got the Chargers.
Go ahead.
Chargers
Go ahead,
34 and Eric's spare number 3. 34-3.
Hey, Ian, the point spread is 10.
Oh, it is 10. Okay, then I'm taking the Texans then plus 10.
I got the Chargers 22-14.
22-14.
I got the Chargers 31-16.
Yo, we got a score match, player. I just swear to God, I wrote that 31-16.
They ain't getting 30 points.
What you got, Ace? What you got?
Same thing he got.
31-16.
Yep.
All right.
Chargers 38-9.
37-13.
No,
38-9.
If Brandon Cooks was playing this game, I'd have took the Texans. I'd have threatened to take the Texans. Let y'all know that. But
And the only reason I'm picking the
along with
Chargers,
the Chargers,
is because
21-10.
they need to bounce back from that loss against Kansas City.
21.
I got the Chargers 27-7.
17.
So y'all know,
Every
since most
fucking
people
time.
picking the
What the
Chargers,
hell?
Because
when the Chargers,
there's
when
another
we
dollar- there's
pick
another
the
dollar to
Chargers, they're
share.
gonna lose. I'm just telling y'all, every time we pick the Chargers, everybody
Yeah, but they
picks
don't
the
lose
Char-
2 in a row
lose.
though, Sharon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let me see.
they're an every other week team like Cincinnati.
They
and
don't lose
Buffalo.
2 in a row. Trust me.
Yeah.
Let me see.
All right.
I,
We're
no, I
gonna
ain't
go
trusting
to.
you. I gotta look it up. I can't
Whatever.
go by you.
We're gonna go up to Seattle next, and Ian's team, the Chicago Bears.
Oh shit!
Oh
Travel
boy.
to Seattle, and we'll start out with Ian. What you got this game?
Watch he say some weird shit.
All right, so it's Chicago, it's Seattle. As much as my gut is telling me not to do it, I got to go with the Chicago Bears. I mean, I got to go with them. I mean, this is probably a 6-point spread, 7-point spread, so I could see this being a field goal game. So I'm gonna take Chicago. If it's +6, +7, I don't know what the spread is, but I'm gonna take Chicago.
All right, taking the Chicago Bears no matter what. Ian says, don't give a shit about the spread. Jay Will.
I'll go with Chicago, man.
6.5.
I got it. I got it 2013.
All right.
It's
13.
Seattle -7.
Yeah, I got 7 on mine too. I don't know what I'm using CBS.
All right,
Sports
Will,
now.
what you got, Will?
Oh, Seattle. I'm going Seattle here. I hope Russ cooks these boys. I'm waiting to see Russ come out one game and just cook motherfuckers. I don't know where he's been, but
Well, you're gonna have to be taking a nice nap because it's not gonna be happening.
this could be the one. Yeah, well, you don't see much out of Chicago either. They're not doing anything. So I'll take Seattle here, 24-13.
Wait, this game is in Chicago, right?
Nope. Seattle.
It's in Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference.
It makes a difference.
Oh, it makes
I'll
a
stick
big
with-
difference. It makes a big
I'll
difference.
stick with it. I'll stick
All right,
with my
Sharon,
score.
what you got?
Oh man.
Yeah, the fact that they're playing at home is what was a tipping point for me. It's hard to win this Seattle, even when you're better than Seattle sometimes. So I got Seattle winning 27-10.
27-10, Seattle, Dallas.
Sorry, caught me with Christmas cookies in my mouth.
You know, no comment. Never mind.
Is that what you're talking about?
Good. Nobody cares what you have to say anyway. This is one of the
Oh, it
ugliest
would've been
sloppy
funny.
games of the week. I'm gonna go Seattle like 14-10. I think this game is as ugly and unwatchable as either of the teams playing. So don't even fucking bother with it.
All righty, Donovan.
I'm gonna go with the Bears, and I think after this game, honestly, it's just gonna solidify the whole turmoil in Seattle with Russell Wilson and
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, and Carroll. So I think they probably lose out, and then Seattle has some offseason decisions to make, whether they keep Wilson or they let Carroll go. So I'm gonna go with the Bears.
Pete Carroll is gonna retire after this year. I'm calling it now. He's retiring.
All right, Ethan.
Dallas and I were super close on this one. I have Seattle winning 13-10.
13-10. All right,
Ugly game.
Czar.
Yeah, definitely taking the Seahawks at home against just a dysfunctional Chicago Bears team that don't know where they're going to start and, in the offseason or where they're going to rebuild from the coaching, if they're sold on Fields. Ohio State has never had a good quarterback yet. I don't know if he's going to break that mystique or not, but Seattle will actually finish the season strong and probably get to 500. That's not to their standards, but I'm going to go with Seattle in this game. I go 24-13 Seahawks.
24-13. All right, Dennis.
Hey, Czar, I gotta say this real quick. It's hard to be talented when you're running for your life every 2 seconds.
I like that match, Zara. We had that match again.
Oh, okay. That's 2 in a row, huh?
That's
Two in a row, huh?
You called it this one.
All right, Dennis, what you got?
I actually got 20-13, and I'm picking the Bears. Bear down.
Bear down, huh?
Dennis taking the Bears.
Someone keep track of Dennis's picks record for next week.
Yeah, Deadeye.
Yeah.
I'll be crying about it in the group Sunday.
As much as I don't want Seattle to win this, because I really, really don't want them having any kind of chance to get into the wild card.
I think
they need to bounce. They need to bounce back after losing to the Rams. I mean,
They're eliminated.
you saw how that game ended, and that was a
They're
blatant
out.
pass. That was a blatant pass interference, and the refs did not call it. And I can understand Dallas's frustration right there at the end, but this is a Chicago team we've already mentioned just has a lot of problems, and this is it's not going to be good. I think Seattle being at home, it's one of the loudest places to play in the NFL. I think Seattle comes out and I think Seattle wins 33-14.
33-14. Seattle with a blowout from Deadeye. Well,
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Jay Will.
These Seahawks fans that are crying about that call. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the 49er game, but the second to last play of the game against the Niners, they were holding Deebo Samuels in the end zone. I have receipts, and they didn't call it. So you can't fucking have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. So I don't fucking feel sorry for those Seacocks at all. Fuck them.
Oh, and by the way, Deadeye, the Seahawks are eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah, they're
I know.
eliminated.
Yeah.
I don't want them having really any momentum trying to have a good
man,
season, but whatever.
Man alive,
Jay
Sharon's
Will,
making a kid.
I'm sending you my cash app.
I was just gonna say, Sharon's making a killing tonight off of
I'm
this
making a
thing.
killing, boy, today.
Well, all I can say is that it's Christmas, and
Grandbaby needs you.
and a Christmas tree is green. So I'm taking the Seattle team, 27-20 on Christmas. I got Seattle winning the game, and I hope to see my son happy. I know if anybody's sharing this show tonight, I got him a Steve Largent jersey, and he's going to be so excited for Christmas. So he wanted me to get him an old school Steve Largent jersey, so he's going to get a Steve Largent jersey. I can't wait to.
And that Kurt Warner running back though.
Oh, I see. He was a beast.
Kurt Warner running back. Oh, you talking about back in the day with Kurt Warner? Yeah, Seattle.
With Steve Largent.
Yeah, but anyway,
Dave Craig at quarterback.
Jim Zorn.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that stuff. All right, let's go.
That's when they were in the West. They were in the AFC.
didn't go.
Hey, that's when they were in the AFC.
Dalton, you didn't go?
No, I never did.
All right, go Dalton.
I got the Seahawks 20-10.
20-10 Seattle. So pretty much everybody's on that Seattle bandwagon except for Mr. Dennis and some of the other.
Well, I know he didn't play though, but he has Lil Kim on the team. Of course, he's gonna pick the Bears.
Little Kim on the Bears.
No, I actually picked them because of defensive purposes, and I feel as though Seattle home field advantage is dead. For real. I think that home field advantage to Seattle is dead.
All right. Well, this game, we're gonna go to Dennis's game next. It's the Giants and the Eagles. Big rivalry. It's in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia all the way.
Deadeye, go ahead since you want to start. Go ahead.
Philadelphia just tied the Bears record for most games of 200 or more yards in a season. I think that, and this game is in Philadelphia, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
And the spread is
Philadelphia's got a
10.
lot of momentum going for them right now.
So
I've
bad.
got this. I got Philly winning this game 35-10.
35-10. He's taking the Philadelphia Eagles. All right, Dennis.
I just want us to win. This is a division game. I just want us to win. Really not into all the extra stuff that everybody talking about. I know how my division is.
Tell them.
And little stupid shit like this we could lose. So I just want us to win.
You just want to win. I ain't gonna say it's for nothing. I just say I want to win. All right.
Nah, it'd be just my luck. Jake Farm come and beat us. That's kind of luck
All
I
right,
got. So.
Exactly.
All right, Ace.
Oh,
All right, Ace.
yeah. I got. I'm going Philly. I like what I've seen out of Philly yesterday. Not a believer in the Giants. Still looking for the $72 million man. I've been screaming that for 8 weeks now. Still haven't seen him really at all. I know who Jake Fromm is because he came from us, from the practice squad. But that organization is just so dysfunctional. They're on the way of getting rid of their GM and their coach. So just expect to continue. I expect them to continue to just keep falling off the ladder and maybe try to get a high draft pick somewhere in there. But Philly's rolling, man. I like Philly 28-10.
28-10. Dennis, who's the coach?
Who's the coach for what? For the Green? For the
Eagles.
They gonna
Nick
play.
Sirianni.
Yeah,
No, he's got COVID.
No, he's got COVID now.
Oh, they probably give it to JG then.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon. What did we call him JG?
Okay. All right, Sharon.
Sirianni asked got COVID. He must have went to go get a T-shirt. That's how the fuck he got COVID.
He got COVID. Yep.
Yep, he has COVID. Philadelphia's still gonna win the game though, 24-13.
24-13, Sharon. Taking the Eagles. Dallas.
Well, this could possibly be a first time in the Buck Flair show ever because Dennis, I want you to pay attention. I'm picking the Eagles.
Oh.
I'm not hating on them this week, only because they're playing the Giants and the whole Giants have played like they've had COVID all fucking year long. But I'll take Philly here, 24-9. I think Jalen Hurts is a bounce back from the last time he played the Giants in the Meadowlands, I believe that game was, and mostly because the Giants are fucking worthless.
Who's their coach? Who's their coach, Dallas? Who's the Giants coach?
Jason Garrett.
No.
Some bum that the Patriots didn't want because he was the wide receivers coach too, and they sucked.
Parcells is coming
by
back.
the way, Kevin Putello. I don't know who that is, but he's the head coach for the Eagles this week.
Oh, they give it to JG? Damn.
No, he was named the emergency head coach because of Sirianni getting COVID.
They might call Doug Peterson back. All right, Ian, who you got?
They need a defensive backs coach. I think he's the defensive backs.
Doug Peterson. Yeah, he's funny.
Well, since Sharon said that it's +10, I'm gonna go with the Giants. I can see this being a one score game, so I'm gonna go with the Giants +10.
All right, Donovan.
The Eagles, they bounced back. I think they were embarrassed by when they played the Giants last time, and they bounced back. They got some momentum going. I think I actually think they get that final playoff spot just based on the way their schedule is. It's pretty favorable for them.
Oh, Dennis would love to see that. He'd love to see that 7 seed.
But I will say this. Let me just add this. It's going to be so ironic. The last game of the season, the Cowboys will have nothing to play for. And remember what happened last year at the last game of the season. So we'll see if Dallas actually tries to go out and play all their starters when they probably won't have to.
No,
So
we're playing for top seed. We're playing for a top seed, buddy. We're gonna have something to play for.
I just want us to get the 7th seed, and I just need one team over here to have the number 2 seed. And it'll just, make my day. And I'll take my ass to Tampa Bay, and we'll just go spoil y'all fucking dreams like y'all did us 20 years ago. That's all. It just took us 20 years to do y'all like y'all did us. That's all. What's the comeback, baby?
We got the 2 seed.
Philadelphia ain't gonna do it.
All right, Dalton.
Well, I don't care who's the Eagles head coach. I am going to take the Eagles 26 and the Baby Giants 6.
26-6. I like it.
How much liquor has Dalton had today?
He might have had a shot of hamburger juice. That's about it.
Yeah, I had a hamburger Oscar. That's what's wrong with me tonight.
Maybe they should get Rick Moranis from Little Giants to coach.
Oh, I'm going with Philly, 31-10.
31-10. Deadeye.
Oh, I thought I already picked this one. I said
Yeah, he was the first one.
He went first. He went first. Remember?
35-14.
You meant to say Jay Will.
No, I said Deadeye because he jumped in front of you. So I always start with you with the Eagles, but he just went ahead and jumped out. All right, Czar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Beagles myself.
Ain't this a bitch?
Now, he mentioned him, and I actually think that Jake Fromm is gonna actually have a good game. It's gonna be an improvement over Michael, Glennon over the last couple of weeks. And he actually
Make sure you TikTok that, Dennis.
Yeah.
I honestly believe that shit too. That's the fucking part.
I'm telling you. No. Philly gonna win the game. But even that last
have a great game.
When Fromm came in, it was funny because Galladay, speaking of the $72 million man, caught a few passes, and then when one of the announcers made a joke, was like, "Well, that's how you get Galladay involved. You put Jake Fromm in because we haven't seen him all year." And I actually think Fromm's going to keep the game close, but Philadelphia will win. And I think it's going to be very close, like the NFC East games that Dennis said. That's how they are.
If they do let Jake Fromm start, I just thought about that.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna start.
Ain't that the game that they had Georgia versus Alabama?
Yeah.
It was Fromm versus Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely.
But Hurts couldn't get it done, so they benched him.
Right.
They benched him and brought in Tua.
Yep.
Man, it'll be ironic if they bench Jalen and bring in Gardner Minshew.
So I'm gonna go with a score of 23 to 20.
Manners, sir.
So 23 to 20, the Philadelphia Eagles in a barn burner.
Oh, in a barn burner.
Minshew Mania, second half, wins the game.
All right, Jay Will.
Nah, scrub.
Philly.
Ooh.
I got him 2017, Philly. It's gonna be close.
17, a close game. I got Philly winning the ball game, Dennis. I just think Giants are done. Dennis said that since week 5. 30-13. I think right now, based on the fans and the guests on the show, we could probably say that the Eagles and the Chargers are kind of like two big locks to cover the spreads and win this week. So there's two of them right there on the board. I got one more game before I get into the top 5 games of the week. And of course, it involves Donovan's team. They didn't make the top 5 game of the week, but it is the Denver Broncos against the Las Vegas Raiders. So Donovan.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I mean, this game is going to be close. But, the real MVP is going to bail us out in the end. Daniel Carlson, our kicker, the real MVP. I think we edge it out by 3 points, man. I don't know what it is. It's gonna be down to 3 points, and we're gonna win it. I think we've been pretty fortunate last week. With the injury. I mean, not the injury, but all the COVID outbreak with the Browns, and then we catch a break again. So finally, we're catching the breaks in December, and John Gruden's not there. So I'm thinking hopefully we got some momentum from the last game, and I think we win in a close one. But Vegas has been very unkind to us this year, though, too. So it's going to be very, very, very close. But we'll see which Raider team shows up, man.
All right, you got the Raiders. All right, Ian, out there in Las Vegas.
All right. I pretty much think this is a pick'em game. Understanding Denver, understanding Las Vegas. So I'm going to go with Denver. I trust their defense more than I trust Vegas's offense. And, Maurice, you do have a point. Daniel Carlson is your MVP because Alex Leatherwood is your anti-MVP. He holds like 5 people per game. When it comes to the Raiders,
I just don't call a lot of holds on our team, man. They don't call hold on a lot of other teams. They call hold every time when it's questionable. They call hold. But Max Crosby, you're getting held all season, man.
But the only people who hold more than your offensive line is the people who hold the door for you when you walk into the casino.
Right.
That's the only people who do more. When it comes to this game, I'm picking Denver to beat Las Vegas, but honestly, I'm not going to watch this game. Most people who even live here in Vegas aren't going to watch this game. It don't matter.
Playoff game. All right, Sharon.
Damn, they're not even getting no Vegas love. Oh.
Well, this one's hard for me. This is one I didn't even pick yet. I wanted to hear what some of y'all had to say, but then I
All
was
right,
reminded.
let me get by. Let's listen to some more people then. All right, Jay.
No, that's okay.
No,
I got it now.
no, let me get to Jay Will. So Jay Will, he always got something good to say about the Raiders. All right, Jay Will. Maybe this will help you out. All right, Jay Will.
I mean,
He can't stand the Raiders. I know who he picking.
Teddy Bridgewater's out,
All
right?
right, Jay Will, go ahead.
Yeah, he's out.
No.
Teddy's out. Who's the backup in Denver?
Drew Lock.
Lock and loaded.
Lock with his sorry tail.
Oh man, this game is in Vegas, right?
Yep.
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 Yes, it is in Vegas.
Anti-home
pull
field.
my-
Jay Will don't give a shit.
Anti-home
don't,
field
man.
advantage.
I'm just
whole-
I got Denver, man. Sweeping the silver and blackjack. I got it.
The first time we blew them out.
Really?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, the Raiders won 34-24. Remember that was the week after.
Didn't blow him
Gruden
out,
left.
but yeah, y'all won.
That was the first
No,
game after
we
Gruden
blew
left.
them out. That was that they scored some at the end. It was
34-24 is not a blowout.
It's not. I'm not saying it was a blowout, but it was a convincing
You just
win.
said
They
you blew 'em
scored
out.
at the end. They scored at the end, man. You know how it is, man.
I swear to God, Zara will argue about.
He said they blew him out.
Watch the game, Zara. I watched the
So
game.
what?
Y'all don't
It's
be
not
listening to
that
what
big a
people be
deal.
saying,
Let's
bro.
go.
That shit is funny
Let's
to
go.
me.
If my auntie had
Go ahead, Jay Will. Finish up, bro.
Yeah, Jay Will.
Go ahead.
I got the Orange Crush. 31-28. It'll be close.
31
Divisional games.
28, putting up some points there in the Las Vegas
Yeah.
world. All right, Czar.
Denver can't score that many points.
I got the Broncos winning this game. They try to cling on to that 7 seed, or that's what they're shooting for. The defense is going to win this game. The no-fly zone. They got the best secondary to me in the league. I don't know about the stats, but the Patrick Surtain is a killer, second best rookie behind Parsons. I think Carr's going to throw a couple of interceptions, one key late. And I think the kicker, McManus, will win this game for them. And it'll be, I'll say 20-17, Denver.
20-17 Denver. All right, Will.
I think Drew Lock going to come in and give Denver some energy, because that's something that I was telling y'all a couple weeks ago, that Teddy Bridgewater just seems to be lacking over there, man. That kind of scares me with that, and I don't like seeing that. I think Lock will bring some energy. Zara alluded that they got one of the top defenses. The secondary is very, very good. I like the secondary, and that run game is coming alive like crazy, man. I pay attention to that run game over there.
Two-headed monster.
Yeah, they're good, man. The Vegas just isn't. They're not doing it for me, man. They started off hot, and they've just been declining ever since. Carr still makes the same stupid.
Waller
mistake.
being out don't help at all.
Yeah,
I don't
now
think
Waller-
he's going to play.
Yeah, the Waller
That's
situation
the
is
thing.
crazy.
They always start off hot.
Yeah,
That's
they started off
always.
hot, yeah, and then they just they decline.
Donovan, we talking about that at the beginning of the year. I said they're gonna start off and they're gonna fall off. It's like,
I mean, it was 5-2 at one point, right?
Right, they're the Arizona Cardinals. Right.
Right, but I mean, they don't have Waller. They've been trying to force the ball to Zay Jones. That didn't work. Obviously, you've seen yesterday. They got lucky with that the Browns just aren't good to get a first down, because when Carr threw that pick, I was like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, that was. I don't even want to talk about that. That was.
Once I seen that, I said, oh man, this guy is just, this is what he does. He gives the ball away. But yeah, give it to the Broncos here. I like the Broncos. 27-21. I'm not saying Locke is he's not going to come in and blow nobody out, but he's going to provide an energy that the team needs.
27-21. All right, Dalton.
Well, it is kind of tricky. I mean, Broncos got good defense. Raiders, they can't get over without Darren Waller. But I am going to take the Broncos 23-20.
23-20. All right, Sharon, does that help you out any?
Yeah, because I had forgotten a couple of things, and yeah. So I came up with Denver winning this game 20-14 in a revenge game.
20-14 in the revenge
I
game.
forgot
All right,
about
Dallas.
I forgot about Waller being out. That's really hurt them.
Big
It's
time.
like they haven't figured out what to do in his absence.
Third best tight end in football.
Even when he is there, though, they can't get it done. They don't have
All right,
nothing else.
Dallas.
You know what I mean?
All right, so I see no feasible way anyone can pick Denver for this game. As inconsistent as Teddy Bridgewater is, Drew Lock is even that much more inconsistent. That's a huge downgrade. I really like the Raiders here. I think it's a close game, but I'll take the Raiders. 17-14 is simply because I do not trust Denver. And while we're on the topic, their secondary is not anywhere near the best in the game. I would take Miami, Buffalo, New England, and the Rams just off the top of my head.
Agree to disagree.
Wait.
Agree to disagree,
Stop.
homie. Just like we agree to disagree on the pick.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Dead Eye.
Right to their pick and their opinion.
Denver secondary has definitely got to be
Honest. Answer me this right now: Is the Raiders still in playoff contention?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they lose this game, are they out?
No.
Yes.
I think
I don't think they're mathematically out.
Count them out.
We own a
You
lot
know
of
what?
tiebreakers over a lot of those teams.
I'm just gonna go with the Raiders. I know it's an AFC West matchup. They're at home, coming off the win against the Browns. I think this will be a close game. Raiders 30-20.
You see what that secondary did. Hold on.
So the Raiders got the Broncos this weekend. Then they got to play the Colts and the Chargers.
Hey, you see what
I'm just saying.
They're out.
You see what Surtain did to Jamar Chase and what that secondary did to the Bengals last week. Not many people can do that to Cincinnati.
All right,
but go ahead.
Did Cincinnati win the game though?
All right, Dennis.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they shut them. They didn't win because of the passing game. I didn't say Denver defense. I said secondary.
All right, Dennis.
And y'all live by throwing the ball with Derek Carr.
I'm gonna say this is my highest scoring game of the week.
Woo!
Yeah, this game is gonna come down to I got Drew Lock going off this week. But this game is going to end with Derek Carr throwing a touchdown to Deshaun Jackson. 34-31 Raiders.
34-31 Raiders. Well, Dennis said earlier in the
break
show,
my heart, Dennis.
Dennis said earlier in the show he had somebody with a tie. And I actually had this game.
Hey, Buck.
Like a good player, I always like to say.
Buck.
Ethan, I know it. Go ahead, Ethan. Go ahead.
Wait, I didn't get mine.
Go ahead,
You
say
fell
it.
asleep, that's why.
No, he never called on me.
All right, Ethan. Go ahead, Ethan.
Calabuti.
The hell you guys talking about? I've been right here.
It was the Raiders and the Broncos game.
I know what game it is. I have the
Whoa, holy shit! Damn.
Say what it is, man.
I got it. I got the Raiders 20-17. I was right along with when Donovan was saying it'd be a 3-point game. That's what I had.
3-point game. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm taking the tie. This is another prediction on the Buck Flair Show. I'm taking a tie. The Broncos and Raiders will tie 21-21.
Donovan be cool with that.
And Donovan, you might be even happy with that one. And it's weird that you're on the show tonight too. And I got a tie. This is the second time I've ever predicted a tie on the show. I did it earlier in the season. It didn't happen. So if anything, you're probably right about your kicker, Donovan. You're probably right about your kicker. All right, before I get into the top 5 games, I got one more game. And it involves my team. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a horrible bounty gate too that we experienced this past week.
It was ugly.
That PJ Williams guy, I hope nothing but the worst for him. Godwin's out for the season. Fournette today is mentioned out for the season. And
Evans.
Sharon just actually went out and bought a new Le'Veon Bell jersey today. So I'm happy that
Lev and AB are back together. Lev and AB again.
Yeah. So we got AB We got AB and Le'Veon Bell and Tom Brady. We got the Killer Bees. The Killer Bees are back together.
My boo right there. That is my
Anyway.
boo. I love Le'Veon Bell.
Yep, I know you do, honey. I know that jersey's gonna be looking good on you come January the 30th. All right, Czar, Bucks and Panthers. How you see this game?
Man, as bad as y'all look, Carolina is worse. Sorry, poor Cam Newton. That great defense that it was supposed to be. The great Matt Rule, according to Dennis. And Dennis been trashing him lately. That shows you how bad he is. This is going to be a easy, even with the injuries, an easy bounce back win. 31-13, Tampa Bay.
31-13, going big on the Bucks. All right, Ethan.
I got the Bucks 27-14.
27-14. All right, Deadeye.
I think he's looking at a picture of Taysom Hill. That's why he's on silence. So
I think he's gonna give us.
All right, dog. Go ahead.
Cam
We'll
Newton
come back. We'll come back to Deadeye.
Well,
I'm right here. I'm right here. My bad.
Okay, go ahead, Eric.
I honestly think this game is going to be very ugly. Tampa's going to bounce back from their loss to New Orleans. I was the lone wolf. Thank you. I think Tampa wins 38-9.
38-9. Shit.
9. No, I don't think it's
All right, Dalton.
Wow.
Well, Matt Rule, he's the problem. He should have been fired already, which I'm surprised. I think he'll get fired at the end of the season.
You predicted that. I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold that to you when it comes to the end of the season. I'm gonna say, all right, you predicted that one.
Dan Newton, he's not getting this job done. But the Buccaneers are gonna come back fire. It's gonna be a blowout. Buccaneers 35-10.
35-10. Woo. All right, Jay Will.
I'm right there with Dalton. I'm right there with fucking Dalton.
Fuck yeah, Will.
Fuck yeah, Will.
Say it. You at Jay Will?
That's $Chalk Writer. That's my case.
You're right there with Dalton. Jay Will, where you at?
I'm right there, man. I think that Tom Brady was humiliated, and he's going to be fired up. And I got this being a blowout. I got it 31-7.
31-7. Ooh, Donovan, what you got here?
Oh, Tampa wins this in a cakewalk. I mean, they're gonna come out firing, and I'm just gonna say it's with all those receivers out, it's Miller time right there. Scotty Miller's gonna go off, man.
Scotty Miller's going to go off. Who? Scotty Miller. All right, Ace.
What I pick here? Oh yeah, Tampa Bay, man. Come on, Tampa. I thought Cam Newton should have been benched in the Bills game. I seen a couple of those passes he threw. I was like, damn, what is he doing? He just looks like he's out of it. Like he's not in the game. He's not mentally ready for football. He had too much time off, and it shows. I have no idea what the fuck Matt Rule is doing. I am confused by every move that guy's been making over the last couple of weeks. Some of the things he's doing. You know, he went from throwing Cam under the bus to now he was bigging him up, and now he's starting. I don't know what he's doing. Dalton's right.
He fired Joe Brady. That was his biggest.
That's something you don't do when you just bring a quarterback back off the couch. I mean, that's tough. And I just Tampa was embarrassed last week. I'm sure Tom Brady wants to beat the shit out of Cam. You know, how was it over in New England there, Cam, huh? You know, did you have fun here? Yeah, Tampa was embarrassed, man. I like Tampa 34-17. Maybe Gilmore gets a pick on Brady. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know.
All right, Ian.
What's the spread on this one?
Real fucking
Spread is hold on. The spread is -11 Tampa Bay.
Damn. Really?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's it.
That spread.
It said -11. That was 2 hours before the show, though.
Wow.
With that spread, I can't do it. With that spread, I'm gonna take Carolina plus 11.
ESPN had it at 10.
Wow.
I'm taking Carolina plus 11. With that spread, that's just too high for me. I can't do it.
All right, Sharon.
Yeah, Tom was not humiliated. He was pissed. That's what he was. He's an arrogant SOB. You know what I think about Tom Brady. And things like that should not happen to him because he's Tom Brady. That's the issue. It's not he was humiliated or embarrassed. Oh no, this doesn't happen to me. Well, it did happen to you, Tom. And he was so pissed that he had to throw a damn tablet and throw a damn tantrum, which I thought was just crazy. I just couldn't believe that. And nobody said a word. I'm like, okay, if that was Cam Newton throwing the tablet as bad as he's been stinking up the place, he ain't thrown nothing. Nobody's gonna say anything about that. But they're gonna give Tom Brady a pass. No, that SOB. But they are gonna win this game. And it's gonna be 31-20 is what I have.
31-20, taking the Bucks. All right, Dennis.
I whoop you when I wanna, because I love you. Y'all gonna get y'all ass kicked by Carolina, and ain't nothing you gonna be able to do.
No, you about to be like 3 and whatever.
It don't matter. Here's the score: 24-20. Tampa Bay takes another loss.
No way.
Dennis, how much liquor you drank
I
tonight?
hope that's right. I hope you're right.
Yeah,
You said what score gonna be, Dennis? What you say score gonna be?
24-20.
It's 24-20.
Wow.
I got some stats for you when you're done, Buck Flair.
Okay, I will say this. If there's one guy that has been known to beat Tampa Bay over the years, it's Cam Newton. I think
That's
we've
true.
only lost that. I think we've only beat that guy possibly one time in his career, 3 times.
I thought it was 3. I don't know. It might be wrong.
I know.
Say
We
Cam Newton
have
beat
a
Tom Brady in
bad- we have a
2000.
They didn't have
bad-
Tom Brady though.
2017.
Yeah, well, that's true. We swept the Panthers last year, but I think it's going to be close. If it was me and that spread is a 10, I was shocked when I heard that just now, 10 or 11 points. I was like, holy cow. But it's going to be up to our defense. It's going to be up to Carolina's defense because, like you said, Cam's played like shit since he's been back, and their offensive coordinator, is putting in a system that it's hard for anybody to learn in like 2 weeks or whatever. So I got the Bucks win a close one, 24-21. I just think it's going to be close. I really do. They've got to play the Panthers the last game of the season. I know Ronald Jones last year, he had a great game against the Panthers, and now he's the starting running back. So wouldn't be surprised if he has another great game against Carolina. But I think Sharon's right. I think Brady's pissed. I say anytime he gets really pissed off like he did, even he made fun about the tablet, breaking the tablet and stuff like that. But he'll get some reps this week with AB coming back. AB's had some great games against Carolina with Pittsburgh. I mean, I remember many games where AB was going off on the Panthers.
AB and Le'Veon, they both have had good games against Carolina.
Yep. So
in the past.
Go ahead, give me the stats. What you got for
Well,
me,
what
Sharon?
I was looking at, I was just looking at Carolina's stats with this bad, as poorly as they've been playing in the second half of the season. I agree with Dennis, what he said, I believe a week or two ago. This is Matt Rule's fault, because if you look at their stats against opponents, their numbers are better than their opponents in almost every measure except like 3. But they're losing. And that just, you know what I mean? It just doesn't add up. You can't blame all that on the players. If they're actually doing their job for the most part, and they're still losing games. That's what I'm looking at. I was blown away when I pulled these stats up because I hadn't looked at them all season. And I'm just like, are you kidding me?
They still got a good defense, but like I said, Buffalo took care of them last week, and so Tampa Bay took care of Buffalo. So we'll see if Tampa Bay can take care of Carolina. That's the way to look at it.
So Cam Newton been benched 5 times in 2 years, and he's 0-12 as a starter for Carolina as a quarterback.
And
All
you
right,
know
we're
what he
gonna
gonna
go.
say? And you know what he gonna
Well,
say
it
after
just-
that?
That's rough.
After he beat Tampa Bay, you know what he gonna say? I
rough.
whoop you when I wanna.
Well,
Kick your
I'm
ass too.
I'm looking at this stat right here, Buck Flair. First downs, rushing first down. Carolina got 101. All of their opponents got 94. They're passing first downs. They got 146. Their opponents got 133. I mean, it's not adding up. The stats aren't matching what's happening. So that sounds like to me, that's a matter of play calling more than anything. They're calling the wrong plays or something. I don't know.
It's also because you got Darnold in a damn trade, and Darnold was 3-0. Everybody was high on the Panthers, and all of a sudden they lost to the Cowboys in that big shootout game. And
And
after
then
that,
he started throwing all those interceptions. Remember that?
exactly.
He threw 3 against us.
And that's why
Carolina was
they
great.
lead their opponents in interceptions 18-9. But I think a majority of that was when Darnold was still playing.
Carolina was great for 4 weeks and then fell off, just like Arizona's doing right now.
Right.
All right, top 5 games of the week.
Oh, whoa. Not gonna ask me?
Nah, we're good. We can move on.
Oh
shit. Who did I forget? Oh,
that's
Dallas.
Dallas. That's Dallas.
Oh, Dallas. I see that damn we're on the Buffalo shit, and I forgot all about you, Dallas.
Yeah, me too. Triggered a mind.
All
That's
right.
because the Patriots lost.
Right.
So Tom Brady is pissed. He threw the tablet, he broke the tablet. Now it's time to break the fucking Panthers. 4 touchdowns, 28-17 Tampa, 300 plus yards.
Woo, I like it. I like that one.
Hey, I got 31
like
to
that one.
20. You cheating them, Dallas. I got them getting 31 points. Why you cheating them?
Well, I don't know. I think they'll get
I'll
back
get
there, but I
31
think they
too.
take it a little bit easy in Carolina. I'm accounting for the run game to not quite be there yet.
Gotcha.
All right, number 5 game of the week is actually going to start out on a Sunday night game. I wish they would flex it, but they're probably not because it's an old school rivalry game. It's the Washington COVID football team, Redskins, versus the Dallas. We clinched the division Cowboys game. So basically, Cowboys are at home on Sunday Night Football. We get to listen to Chris
Yeah, they're
Collins.
definitely not flexing that one.
Yeah, it's too late.
We get to
It's
listen,
sweet for the flex.
we get to listen
No,
to
they
Chris
ain't gonna,
Collins first.
they'll never flex the Cowboys out. Hey, stop it.
Never.
And we get to listen to Chris Collinsworth, and here's a guy, and they're gonna talk about Zeke. They're gonna talk about Dak. They're gonna talk about everybody on the goddamn Cowboys.
Well, here's the hope. Here's the hope that Collinsworth has the weekend off.
And Jerry Jones is gonna be clapping so hard because they're gonna win the division title. They're gonna clinch the division at home, and Czar probably gonna go outside in the streets and holler, Cowboys are going to Super Bowl and all that kind of bullshit. So I'm gonna start out with Czar. I don't know why this game's on Sunday night, but it is.
The greatest rivalry in the NFL history.
Because of what happened a couple weeks ago.
No, it's not. No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is. Tell
No,
them,
it's
Sharon.
It is a good
What?
rivalry.
Greatest rivalry in football history.
Oh, it is. I don't care what anybody says. It really, I ain't gonna say in football history. I won't say that. But I will say in modern day NFL, yes, it is.
All right. So, it's my team. I'm not going to really get into it. Our defense has been carrying us. I hope our offense finds a way before these playoffs start to contribute. So I think Washington's still been playing solid. Yes, they've been hit with COVID. I think the defense has been stepping up. A division game, like Dennis says, we know our NFC East. We were up 24-0 the last time we played them, and we won 24 to, I think we won by 3 or 4. I don't remember some shit, but we
24-22.
Yeah, so I never put nothing past the Redskins, but I think we'll probably win this game 24-16.
24-16. Cowboys. All right, Sharon.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree. Dallas is gonna pull this out. I have not believed in the Washington football team this whole season, really. I never understood what everybody else was looking at. when they were saying they were going to be this and that. I
Everybody
never
thought
saw it.
the off-season hype on that front five of that
Mm-hmm.
defensive line, it ain't showing up this year.
And then that 4-game stretch.
Exactly. And
That
I'm
4-game
looking at Dak. You know, yeah, I'm a little concerned about the offense a little bit. I'm not as worried about it as other people are, but I think they're going to still find ways to win. That's what the teams with good DNA do. Even when they're not well enough, they still manage to find ways to win. There are just some teams that have that, and I believe that Dallas is one of those teams with their defense. Like on the show yesterday, Czar mentioned the fact that their defense has been carrying them. Yes, big time players got to make big time plays. That's what happens when some of your teammates are falling behind. You got to pick them up and carry them across the goal line. That's what you do. And I believe that they do it very well. I believe their team is tight. I don't know, I don't know. Watching Dallas, these players look like they're really tight. I don't know why I feel this way, but I do. And it's like never leave your man behind type of vibe with Dallas. So they really get in there and try to get after it to win the game. And I think Trayvon's going to have at least another interception, maybe two. And the spread is 10.5, negative 10.5 Cowboys. So I'm taking the Cowboys 30. Oh, wait a minute. I'm taking the Cowboys 30-18.
30-18. All right, Jay Will.
I predicted that the Redskins would sweep the Cowboys a couple weeks ago, and that didn't fare out too well. So I'm gonna double back on it, and I got the the Washington football team. They're gonna edge these cats out. You guys need to start You guys need to start listening to me when I talk about these divisional games.
Oh my God.
I got it being close though. I got the Washington football team 24-21, 3 points. Dallas is not really playing for nothing. I mean, they're playing for the number one seed, but I don't know. I like the quarterback play in Washington, so we'll see.
Get ready to howl, Jay Will, in a minute.
You ain't lying. All right, Will.
What's up? Oh, sorry. I was just looking at this bullshit with this. I was looking at this bullshit about these Pro Bowl quarterbacks that were picked for the AFC, but
Josh Allen. Oh, my bad.
They put Lamar in over Josh. I'm trying to figure out how that happened, but all right. And now you guys could go read my post on my page if I'll post that up. Why? Here we go.
I don't think neither one of them deserved it.
The best part about this game here is I know Washington bringing their benches to Dallas. All right, I know they do that for a fact. They're bringing them benches.
That would be fun if they do. That'd be fun if they do.
They already are.
Yeah, they brought their benches last week to the other game.
Oh wow,
that's so damn petty.
Yeah, they just trying to.
That's some petty, sensitive bitch move shit right there. I'm sorry. I'm saying
it goes back to your rivalry shit.
Yeah, that's some rival shit.
I know what it is, but I'm telling you, that's some petty. That's some girl crap. That's what that is. I can say that. That's some real girl petty bull crap.
What it reminds me of is anything you can do, I can do better.
Right.
I mean, they did. The other team did it first. Fine, it's over and done with. That is just so elementary. But go ahead.
I was in the middle of writing this shit. I'm gonna go with Dallas here, 30-16. I don't even know if all the players are back for Washington yet.
No, 30-18. Ace, don't put that 2 points so we can match.
How the hell they gonna score 18?
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't know. A wing and a prayer. I don't know.
All right, 30-16. I like Dallas here. They.
Well, here's what it is. It's a touchdown. With a missed
6 field goals.
6 field goals.
And all the field goals.
I don't know if Washington has all their players back. I don't know if Heineke's back. I haven't looked that deep into that to Washington to start off with. But
Heineke's back. Heineke's back.
Dallas just has to keep it rolling, man, because they're in a position right now where they can't really afford to lose any games. This is too tight. You're sitting in the second seed now, so anything can happen in 3 games left. I just want to see if Washington brings the benches, and if the benches are put on the logo in the middle of the field.
Put the bitches.
What?
I don't think they're gonna put the bitches on the middle of the field. Let me tell you, if they walk out there with them benches, it's a wrap. Dallas gonna kill them. I'm gonna let you know.
That bench thing is kind of funny to me, but yeah, I like Dallas, man. Go Dallas, 30-16. And if they don't win this game, I don't know what the hell they're doing. It'll probably be chalked up to the offense because the offense is looking a little stale lately.
All right, Dalton.
Well, the Cowboys, they're undefeated against their division, but they do got great defense. Well, good defense. Offense, I don't know what's going on with the offense, but it doesn't matter. Cowboys defense win that game 28-13.
28-13. He's taking the Cowboys. All right, Donovan.
I think it's actually a lot closer, but I think Dallas's biggest fault is Kellen Moore, but I think this week they pass the ball a lot more and get Cooper involved. Cooper's been horrible. He hasn't got many targets at all, and I think Amari Cooper has a big game, but I still think Dallas kind of struggles offensively. They need. I think Dallas would be really good if they just got Kellen Moore out of there, man. But that's just my take on it. But anyway, I think Dallas wins it by 10 points.
I'm taking Dallas. I'm taking Dallas minus the 10.
All right, Ian, you saying you're taking Dallas?
Yeah, I'm taking Dallas. Could be minus 10, minus 11. It don't matter. They're gonna win this game.
Ooh, okay.
Washington is trash. We all know it.
All right, Deadeye.
I don't. You know what? It's an NFC matchup, but Dallas is a much better team. Micah Parsons, defensive rookie of the year, easily right there, the way he's been playing. I don't see this game being close. Dallas wins 35-14.
35-14.
He ain't joining LT, though. He ain't doing that.
All right, Dallas.
Oh, good. You didn't skip me this time. I was ready to jump on you if you tried to go to the next one. I'll try. I believe I heard somebody say 24-16 Dallas. Who said that? Somebody said that. That's what I have. We have a score match. 24-16 Cowboys.
24-16 Garrett, and then Ethan.
All right, I got 24-17 Dallas.
Him and I had 2 games. We were 1 point apart.
24-17 Dallas. Jay Will, you might as well start howling like a oh, come on, Jay Will, you got to howl now. You the only one on the motherfucker.
Hey, give me the hater howl.
Come on.
Hey, Jay Will, what you doing? Whoa.
Wait a minute, we didn't get that. We didn't get that.
I forgot we got 2 haters in the house. That's right. You don't have to.
Don't tell me.
Of course. What else you expect?
You know he gonna.
Don't tell me. All right, Dennis,
he
come
gonna
on.
take the football team.
Damn, I got to take the football team. They got to beat somebody.
Come on.
They gonna beating up on Dallas Cowboys. That's what they gonna be doing.
Didn't y'all pick them the last time we played them? Both of y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing it.
I bet you will.
I'm going 21-14.
Wait, who's doing what now?
They hold us to 14 points. I wear
21-14 Washington.
Wait. What'd you say, Czar? What'd you say?
If they hold us to 14 points, I wear a Philadelphia beanie.
Ooh.
Hey Dennis, I want you to put down whatever you're drinking. All right. Clearly, it's not working.
Dennis, you've been on the show for like 3 hours, bro.
Dennis, just be ready to TikTok that shit, Dennis.
You've been on the show for 3 hours. The alcohol got to be out of you.
Well, it is Christmas time, and I will say one thing about Jerry Jones. He has a lot of green over there on that side of the field. I am taking the Cowboys to blow the fuck out of the Washington football team. And I think they're going to beat them bad. I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be like 38-20. I think they'll probably do like Diamond said. They might score a touchdown at the end, and then Czar will be saying, that's not a blowout. That's not a blowout. 38-13. You'd be like, that's not a blowout. That's not a blowout. Yeah, it was 34-17 when Denver scored that last touchdown or something like that. But anyway, 38-20. Zara be dancing the streets saying we're going to Super Bowl. And all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, Cowboys gonna clinch the division. And
number 2 seed, baby.
We're too fucking cold for
Hey,
that.
Buck, how are we the number 2 seed? We got the same record. Y'all beat us.
I think it comes down because we're tied with Arizona. So I think the Cowboys actually it breaks away something like that because
I thought head to head would be the first tiebreaker, but I
well,
guess
it's something to do. All 3 teams are right there, but
because all 3 teams are tied.
Hey, Buck Flair, I have a question.
It's a three-way because it's a three-way tie.
Like they haven't lost in their division.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
are
We still
undefeated
got to
in your
play
division.
Arizona too.
Yeah.
Hey, Buck Flair, I have a question. Even if Dallas gets the number 1 seed, does it matter? They're not going to make the NFC Championship game anyway.
Well, I know the Bears, damn sure they ain't gonna make the JV game.
Hey, guess what? At least the Bears have made it to the NFC Championship game in the 21st century.
Oh, okay. And you want a cookie for that? It's 2021, homie. Did you win a Super Bowl? No.
I'm just saying, at least my team's made it to a Super Bowl in the 21st century.
No, the last time y'all won a Super Bowl, Betamax was out, homie.
Hey, I wasn't even alive, so I didn't get to see it.
Right, exactly. Caveman days. It was the caveman days.
Well, both of y'all can just
Y'all
shut the
kill
hell
me
up.
with
Because
that.
it's been
Y'all
so
kill me
damn
with
long
them.
since both y'all's teams
Y'all
won a
kill
damn
me
Super
with them
Bowl.
last time you won a Super Bowl arguments. It's so weak. It's not.
Hey, I mean, he
It's
brought it
so.
up.
It's.
Hey, I brought up an
that's-
NFC Championship game.
Okay,
I
but
wasn't
wait
even
a
talking
minute.
about
Wait a
Super Bowl.
minute. See a hit dog will holler. How you know I was talking about you, Czar? I'm just saying in general. It's so ridiculous when people have them conversations. I just laugh.
I'm just saying, I never mentioned Super Bowl.
The number 4 game of the
It
week.
doesn't matter.
Number 4
Anybody
game of
can
the
talk
week.
about any team at any time. I don't care what your damn record is. You could be Jacksonville. I don't care. Talk shit if you want to. I don't
Somebody-
care.
I would just say Corey Williams made a comment, and I'll reiterate to Sharon, Sam Darnold to Pittsburgh. I've been saying this all along.
Hey, no, please don't let that happen.
No, don't do
What would you think about that, Sharon? If Sam
Mike
Darnold
Tomlin
to
might quit,
Pittsburgh?
actually.
If they brought Sam Darnold to Pittsburgh, I would personally write a letter to the GM and the owner because I know Mike Tomlin didn't sign off on that shit. That's what I
Man,
was
Pittsburgh
who
needs
should
to call
go
it
to the
Philadelphia
Steelers?
against Jalen Hurts. That's what they need to do.
And Jeremiah agree with me on that one. I think James Winston needs to go to Saints.
Hey, Winston might go to Pittsburgh, though.
I
That'd
would
be
take
nice.
Jameis. I would take Jameis. I would even take Cam, but I am not taking no Sam Darnold. Hell no.
All right. Number 4 game of the week. It was a tough one, but I gotta say it's the Rams versus the Vikings. You talk about playoff.
I actually get to watch this game.
And Deadeye, it's your team. Tell me how the Rams are going to beat the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, history aside, it's not a good matchup because overall the head-to-head Minnesota leads 27-17 and 2. And Minnesota has actually won 3 out of the last 4 matchups, with the only victory that the Rams had was 3 years ago, 38-31. Defensively, the Rams are a much better team than Minnesota. It's that you can't even compare that. Aaron Donald on defense mixed with Leonard Floyd, Greg Gaines, Von Miller, Jalen Ramsey in the backfield. I'm sorry, Minnesota is not beating the Rams. Offensively, how are they going to stop Cooper Kupp? Tell me one person on Minnesota that's stopping Cooper Kupp. Trick question. Nobody.
Patrick Peterson.
Telling you right now, this is not going to be a pretty game. I know it's in Minnesota. I don't care. Matthew,
This dude is so funny, man.
he saw them twice a year playing with Detroit.
Hey, Deadeye, just make sure you're on the show next week and don't disappear. Keep that same energy.
I'm here. But offensively, I just think the Rams are going to be they're going to be very happy after that win against Seattle. They've got the momentum on their side. This is going to be a blowout to me. I think the Rams win 38-13.
In for a rude awakening, my friend.
I agree.
Blowout. Okay.
If I'm the lone wolf on this one, let me know now.
Now you ain't gonna be the lone wolf, but you
Okay,
gonna
thank
be in
goodness.
for a rude awakening.
I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
All
That's
right,
38-13
Dalton.
the Rams.
All right, Dalton.
Damn. I don't know what to fucking say though. Eric is trying to get fucking chocolate wasted. That's why he's fucking.
Wait,
trying
I know
to-
Den. I know. Every time
you.
he's. I know. I know Sharon's about to get money after tonight.
Hey.
Okay.
man.
I
Hey.
apologize. Okay, I'll try to stop that. Let's see.
He's gonna stop swearing. He needs money for hamburgers.
I mean, Dalton's only upset his next quarterback is going to be joining them from this game.
Oh my goodness. All right. I am gonna take the Rams, but it ain't gonna be a blowout. I'm gonna say 31-24 Rams. And Sharon, I will try to be very careful about my language.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm just really playing with y'all.
It's all fun.
Hey,
It's all
Dalton,
fun.
fuck that, man. Keep saying what you want to say.
Hey, Czar, am I
See?
wrong? Am I wrong, Czar?
No.
I seen you just was on it. Am I wrong about that? Cool.
Oh, yeah. I was just laughing at you because I know your passion for that subject.
By the way, I do got a question. Vikings are in the 7th seed, right?
Yes.
Well, wow. I mean, Mike Zimmer's trying to save his job. That's all I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Rams, Dalton, right?
31-24. Ain't gonna be a blowout. Ain't gonna be like 35-10 or whatever what Eric said. But
Okay. All right, Ethan.
I have the Vikings 27-24.
Bingo.
Tell him, Ian.
7-24. Vikings.
Wait, did Czar just say Ian?
No, I said Ethan.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Don't worry, I've been hearing every time Buck says Ian, I've been almost starting to go. I'm like, nope, I thought he was saying Ethan.
Hey, they
All
call
right,
me
Ian.
Ethan at work too, so it's just for the habit.
All
Wow.
right, Ian.
Rocco.
Yeah, of course.
Rocco Kelly.
I'm gonna go with the Vikings in this game. I'm gonna go +3. I think that's the spread. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikings. It's gonna be a close game, and I don't know what Eric is on, but it's definitely not gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be a close game. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings +3, and they should probably be able to cover that.
Okay.
I
And then the
just know
Vikings.
if I get it wrong, I will apologize next week on Buck Flirt. So let's say that.
You did take the Rams.
He did.
Yep.
All right, Donovan.
I'm going with the Vikings, and the Vikings they just play really well at home, really well at home.
Right.
And I think the Rams, they had a real high, and the Rams, I mean, I think they'll get in the playoffs, but it's always like I just look at patterns with the Rams, man. And since I live here locally, it's like they'll win a couple, then they'll lose one. It's like kind of questionable, then they'll come back and win.
Yep.
But the Vikings are really
And
good
let
at
me-
home, so I'm going with the Vikings, and it's not, and they'll win by a slim margin, but I'm going to take the Vikings in this game.
Yeah, here's a little nugget for you. How many times has Mike Zimmer faced off against Matthew Stafford from the Lions days?
Too many times.
Exactly.
Many times though.
All right, Jay Will.
Oh man. This is gonna be interesting.
Keep the ball rolling, Jay Will. Keep the ball rolling.
Can you come back to me? Or am I the
I'll
last
come
one?
back. I'll come back to you. I'll
All
let
right,
you
all right.
listen from Sharon before you make your decision. All right,
All
Czar.
Oh, yeah, like I done told him, he's in for a rude awakening. The Vikings will win this game. Jefferson and Ramsey is going to have a showdown. Look for Bourne, who is the second receiver right now with Thielen out, to have a big game. Kirk Cousins throwing to Bourne and Dalvin Cook.
Wait, Bourne or Osborne?
Osborne.
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 Yeah, don't go
Not
taking
New England,
Bourne from
not
us.
New
We need
England,
him.
not New England, but yeah, Osborne. Look for him to have a big game with Jefferson and, like I said, and Ramsey, battling over there. And like I said, Minnesota plays great at home. When I picked them to beat Green Bay, I was one of the few that picked them to do that. And they're in the 7th seed. They got some stuff to play for. Minnesota's a better team than their record, and they're going to win this game. Matt Stafford, Will Stafford. This is an NFC North game with Matt Stafford going back, and he will throw a late pick. and Minnesota will win this game 31-24.
31-24, Minnesota. All right, Ace.
And I'm sorry, Eric asked a question a minute ago. Who's can cover Cooper Kupp? I was trying to answer him, but he wouldn't. He was too hyped up on his team. I got a name for you, Patrick Peterson.
Hey, Eric can get wasted all he wants to. It doesn't matter anyway. You know how Eric is. So,
Hey,
next
man.
person.
Listen, man. I was saying it for a couple weeks on this show. You better start putting some respect on Kirk Cousins' name, right? And you guys were telling me I was crazy. The man's got 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 3,500 yards. That's not bad. And his favorite target is Justin Jefferson, who also, he's not at Cooper Kupp level currently.
Yeah,
damn sure on that tail. Let's not.
He's a better receiver. Just Cooper Kupp.
He's getting ready to break the I think Randy Moss's record, the most yards.
Cooper Kupp is in the slot. He don't have the number one corner on him like Jefferson does. Jefferson is much better than Cooper Kupp.
Right, yeah, that guy's got 1,300 yards. He's got 9, 10 touchdowns.
Cooper Kupp has 290 more receiving yards than Justin Jefferson.
Right, and the slot against the nickel cornerback that he has the great matchups that he has every week.
Fine, I'll take it a step further. 33 more catches and 27 more targets.
That means he's doing more work.
That's great.
He's doing
That
more
means
work.
that
So
you're just proving Czar's point. He's facing the nickel cornerback. Of course, he's gonna have the great matchup.
Put Kupp on the outside every play. Put him on the outside every play against the number one.
Look, am I going to be
impressed?
impressed?
Let's see what Kupp does.
Am I going to be impressed when Cooper Kupp gets 150 yards against
I
Mackenzie
like Cooper
Alexander?
Kupp. Dennis knows I like Cooper Kupp.
I like
He's
Cooper
a really
Kupp.
good receiver, but he is not in the elite. He's not like against the top receivers. He is not as good as them from his talent standpoint. In my opinion.
Czar, I think we'll agree on this. Him going up against Patrick Peterson would be legit, but him going up against Mackenzie Alexander, that's not legit.
Hey, let's just put it like this, all right? Adam Thielen's coming back. You still got Osborne. You still got Conklin. Then you got Justin Jefferson. And so, granted, yeah, the Rams have all these weapons, but so does Minnesota. Minnesota's record should be a lot better than it is because they've lost a lot of games in the last couple of minutes, all right? Let's be clear on that. If I had to take a quarterback, granted, I don't like Cousins, but I definitely don't like Stafford either with how he plays, man. He's known for making crucial interceptions at times where he shouldn't. And then let's not forget about Dalvin fucking Cook. Dalvin
One of the best running backs
one of
in
the
the
best
NFL.
backs in the league. Like the man, you see what he did a couple weeks ago. Sorry, Miss Sherry, but I mean, you see what he can do. What a half a shoulder. He did that with a half a shoulder. Imagine with a full shoulder. What did they? So the Rams defense, as great as somebody's in here raving about them, you got a lot of things to cover, man. You got a lot of offensive weapons you got to stop. I don't think you can do that. I'm going with Minnesota here. I'm not saying it can't be a high scoring game. It's going to be 38-31, I believe. That's going to be a high score. Those two teams, it should be a high score. But I think Minnesota is better than a lot of people are giving them credit for. They're still in the race, in the hunt. Watch out for those guys. Cousins might pop up a couple more. He might add 4 touchdowns on this game. If not,
What's up, everybody?
So you got it. You got it.
38-31, Minnesota.
All right. All righty. All right. Dallas.
Got me rooting for these boys.
All right. So, man, I don't know. I'm still gonna take the Rams, but it's not gonna be a blowout like that I was saying. And I'm gonna partially take us back here. I will take the Rams, and I'm going to raise 3 points, if you will, why the Rams will win. And
Eric's fair number, by the way.
yeah, that was the joke. Thank you, Dalton. That was the joke. No, but my 3 points. Why? One, forget it's the fucking Vikings. They have a historic track record of absolutely collapsing in December, late in the season. 2, they have the $84 million mistake, Kirk Cousins. This is the first good year they're getting anything out of him on that massive deal that they gave him. And he's proven time and time again he cannot sustain any type of success. So I
you can take Kirk
what better
Cousins.
time than now?
Dallas.
And 3, we're just overlooking. We mentioned Cooper Kupp this, Cooper Kupp that. Okay, but we're forgetting Odell. And I know that listen. Before you
We're forgetting Odell.
You can take Kirk Cousins' name out and put Matthew Stafford in that same sentence that you just said.
No, because
I really want to
because
hear the
Matthew
rest of
Stafford
what
was
Dallas
stuck with
is
the
saying.
Detroit Lions for years upon years. That's
How
what
many
careers go to die before they start.
how many
Let him
accidents?
finish. Let him finish, Czar.
Let him
please.
finish his
Go
Odell.
ahead,
The only
Dallas.
thing I'm saying about Odell is that when he first got there, they were pushing the ball down the field to him, over targeting like we knew they would, because they felt like they had to get him involved right away. It's the shiny toy, you wanted to use him, it didn't work. But going back to the Niners game, they not the Niners game, the
No, it was
whatever game, the Arizona game. The Arizona game that they just won. Odell had the touchdown in that game. They've started to gradually feed him into the offense more and more. It looks like their offense is open more because he knows Sean McVay's calls. He knows their little schemes and their audibles and stuff now. There's no limitations to what they can run now because he's been there for long enough where he knows McVay's playbook and scheme. And it's just another receiver in there. Now you get to see his talent and his pure athletic ability flourish because he knows the game mentally in the Rams scheme. So it works for them now.
Well, what's your score?
I got to find it here on my thing. Sorry, I got distracted with the yelling.
Got a high score or a low score?
30 to 28.
30 to 28 Rams.
Yes.
I want to point
Okay,
out. Like,
Sharon. So I can get back to Jay Will.
All the points out of this one.
Wait a minute. Did what's his name? Did Dennis go yet?
No, not yet.
Dennis, can you go, please?
Dennis, can you go,
Well,
please?
wait, hold on. Let Tom Rashawn go.
Time for Sean. Is he in the house?
Yes, what? Yes, Lord.
What's up, Sean?
What's happening?
How's the LA life going?
Come on, Buck. Come on with your shit, Buck.
Wait, Sean,
All
are
right,
you
well,
out
I
here
mean,
now?
ever since I got rid of that Cam Newton jersey, I'm fucking happy as hell because he ain't worth the shit. The value went down in that jersey.
No, Eric, he is in Philly.
I'm
I had to take it
back.
off my shirt real quick, you know what I mean? I put it on and put it off, took it off. He was playing good when I put it on him. But I think the Rams are overrated, yo. Facts. Matt Stafford's overrated. Odell Beckham's overrated. Jalen Ramsey's overrated. Von Miller's overrated. Only person that's good is Aaron Donald. So I got the Vikings winning this one, 27-17.
Oh,
7-17.
Hey, Deadeye, don't do that because the last time I said your team was gonna lose, they did.
What game was
the last time I seen you?
Yeah,
That was the first. That was the first Arizona game.
Arizona game. And
Arizona.
and I just like, how the hell can you take Arizona?
There's no way in hell we're gonna let them blow us out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same type of ordeal. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Arizona and the Vikings have in common. It's the same type of ordeal. They have receivers, right? And Jalen Ramsey's overrated ass really doesn't do good against good receivers like Justin Jefferson. You know, a pass interference call had to save him against Michael Gallup. Michael Cooper. Amari Cooper been busting his ass since he was on the Jaguars. This is all things that he admits. So, once again, these players you have are overrated. They have big names. Another one is Odell. I don't care what y'all say. Odell Beckham is overrated, and the only reason why you know his name is because of that one hand catch. If it wasn't for that, Odell Beckham would be a mediocre receiver in the league. If it wasn't for that catch, he'll be a mediocre receiver in this league. He has not had a healthy season. Even in the season, he caught the ball like that. So don't give me this shit. No, Odell Beckham's mediocre.
he's average.
Very fucking
He's
mediocre.
average.
I don't care what y'all talking about. Very mediocre.
Aaron Donald, right?
Aaron Donald's the only good player on the Rams.
Oh, he's elite.
Kirk Cousins.
Of course, Donald is elite.
Wait a minute. Hey.
Kirk Cousins is better than Matt Stafford.
Hey, Sean.
Kirk Cousins has had a top 3 receiver in his offense since he's been quarterbacking there. Adam Thielen was number 1 one year, so he can't be that bad.
Hey, Sean. Hey, so Cooper Kupp's not that good?
Oh yeah, Cooper Kupp's the real deal. I like Kupp's the real deal.
He's great. He's great.
Kupp's the real deal. But everybody else is
He's
overrated.
a really good slot receiver. Absolutely.
No, he's good where he's at. Number one in the league.
That's where he's at, in the slot.
Sorry.
Oh
we
wow,
can't
Eric
take
is
away.
now left, y'all.
He's not in the slot. Hold on. He's not in the slot. He plays on the outside.
Eric left.
Eric
Yeah,
left.
Eric left,
That's
y'all.
all I'm saying. I said he's good. But he's in the slot.
He's great. He's great right now. He's
Uh,
number
yeah,
one.
Best
no,
slot
Eric
receiver
left,
in the NFL. I'll give you that.
But he's number one
we
from the
chased
slot.
Eric.
I mean,
Hey, Eric left, though. It is what it is, though. Shit happens. We can pick every team once, and everybody has a fucking opinion. It is what it is.
27-17 Vikings, baby.
Wow.
27-17 Vikings. All right.
By the way, I agree with Sean. Jalen Ramsey is above average at best.
Yep.
No, Jalen Ramsey is good, man. Yeah.
No, he's above average.
Man, he's overrated.
Yeah.
I still think he's the best
Overrated.
quarterback.
The fuck
right,
he's
Dennis.
not. He's overrated.
I'm
Come on,
taking-
Dennis.
Dennis.
As I'm drinking out of my Cooper cup.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Rams, 27-24 Rams.
27-24. My co-host goes with the Rams. Drinking out of a green cup, I might add. All right, Sharon.
All right, so that was very good commentary, fellas. Really, really good information. Thank you for that. I have not had very good luck predicting what the Vikings were going to do all year. They currently sit at 7-7, and the Rams are 10-4. So if the Rams are overrated, 10-4 doesn't sound like overrated to me. I don't know. Last I checked, the last overrated team I knew was sitting at 7-7, not 10-4. So that's one. Two, I cannot agree that nobody's good on the Rams except for Aaron Donald. I also don't agree that OBJ, I wouldn't know who he is if it wasn't for that catch. That's bullshit. No, that's not true. The only thing that I do agree with is that he has not stayed healthy, but you can't equate not staying healthy with being overrated. That's two different things. You can't do that. I mean, nobody's predicting injuries. Nobody's out here trying to purposely get fucking injured. Yes, I said fucking, because that whole thing irritates me when people talk about injuries that way. If you can't stay healthy, you can't stay healthy, but it doesn't mean I'm going to not rate you higher as an individual player. He does have skill. He's a highly skilled wide receiver. That's very disrespectful to say he's just average, because that's bullshit. That's not even true.
I ain't even entertaining
I
that
don't,
shit.
right,
Let
I
it
don't
go.
I don't even want to focus on like individual players. This is a team sport, and on any given Sunday, anybody can win. We all know that. And the Vikings are just hard for me. It's like every time I think they're supposed to win, they lose. And when I think they should lose, they win. But in this case, I believe I'm gonna get it right. Sorry, Kurt, that's my homie. That's my homie. That's my alumni, fellow alumnus. But I gotta go with the Rams here. The spread is -2.5, the Rams, and I'm going with the Rams 28-21.
28-21. Sharon's taking the Rams. All right, Jay Will. Is he still here?
Well, he's on mute.
I think he went to bed.
J. Will might have fell asleep.
Yeah, he worked early.
Yeah, he was getting tired, and he wanted to wait to hear everybody else's pick. I'm pretty sure he's not going to take the Rams.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I get up at 7 a.m. Eastern for work, so I got to get up for work in 6
Is
hours.
anybody
But
is
you're also
everybody
20 something years younger than him as well. So
I will say this. This is I do have a tie with somebody. I have a tie with somebody, and it's very funny how this is my highest scoring game of the week. I think this game is a shootout. I think people really realize it. And Eric left the show. He got mad. He clicked off.
It's funny to me, man. How do you get mad, man?
Just
Could
clicked
we
off
pick
and
his
left.
team?
I know.
I think he got mad at Sean. I think he got mad at Sean.
I want to prove y'all wrong when they win.
So,
I don't think he
Hey,
got mad.
everybody has their opinions. Like,
He does,
fuck
Sean.
up,
No, he gets
I
mad.
don't, wait. I didn't say that he doesn't get mad. I'm saying I don't think he got mad. I think his sorry ass Wi-Fi must have just checked out. That's what I think.
Oh shit.
Anyway, high scoring game of the week. Mr.
Where
Will and
Ryan
I
come
agree.
from?
Mr. Will and I agree. 38-31. Vikings take this game. I think Matt Stafford has lost the last 7 times he's faced the Vikings.
That part. What I say is an NFC North game.
0-7. He's 0-7, and he hasn't beat Kirk since Kirk's been in Minnesota. He has not beat Kirk yet. So interesting.
First time for everything.
Yeah, but you know, but wait a minute. How long has Matthew Stafford been on the Rams?
First year.
This year.
Thank you.
He's still
Thank
Matt
you.
Stafford.
No, it's not still Matt Stafford. It
I
makes
said
a
he's
difference.
still Matt Stafford is what I said.
You
He's
watched the game
still-
last night.
I
I'm gonna tell you
know
something.
what you said, and what I am saying, no, it's not. He's still
we'll
Matt
agree to
Stafford.
disagree.
He is not the same player.
He is the same
But
player.
I will say
He's
this.
not.
He's
He's
exactly
not
the same player, in my opinion.
I will say this. Kirk Cousins broke
Well,
the
your
record.
opinion don't mean
Kirk-
shit when the
Kirk
numbers
Cousins-
disagree.
Kirk Cousins
He
broke the
always
record.
has good numbers.
I'm just going about this. No,
always has
I
good
said the
numbers.
Matt
numbers do
Stafford
not
on a team
agree
with a
that
good
he's the
supporting
same
cast
player.
around
And
him,
he's going to
The
still throw
numbers
Never had
do
a
not
supporting
agree
cast
that
untimely
he's the
interceptions.
same
as that
player.
now.
And he's
That's what
still
I
going to
said.
throw the interceptions he throw it untimely as he's doing this year.
Kirk
And he had
Cousins-
2 pick sixes,
Hey, can
2
we
weeks
get-
in a row.
can we
He
get
threw
back
pick
on-
sixes.
can we get back on these
He's
games,
still
guys?
Matt
Come on.
Stafford.
All right, Kirk Cousins broke a record. He
Like I
finally
said,
won
his stats are not
back-to-back
proving that
primetime
he's
games.
still Matt Stafford.
His
Prime
pick
time
sixes
games.
You're
are.
wrong.
His
No,
pick
they're
sixes
not.
are.
No, they're
The
not.
host is talking. The
You're still
host is
wrong.
talking. The
Hey,
host
can
is
Buck
talking,
Flair
y'all.
talk? Can Buck Flair talk?
Still wrong.
I just said Kirk Cousins won back-to-back primetime games for the first time in his career, and this game is not going to be in primetime. It should be flexed to Sunday Night Football. Get rid
There
of
you
that
go,
Cowboys
hating.
Washington game.
Quit hating, Buck.
But that ain't gonna happen. So anyway, but let's go.
Hey,
Let's go Vikings. Let's beat the Rams and get closer to that. Knocking the Rams out.
Buck, I think you're picking that for entertainment purposes only.
I'm picking that for
Thank you.
entertainment purposes only. You're right.
Hey, Buck Flair, can I point out something?
Yeah.
As someone who is a fan of a team in the NFC North, Matthew Stafford is average when he goes up against Minnesota, Green Bay. Like, he is an average quarterback against the NFC North.
I agree with that. I agree. He usually is. But I also have seen him win games he's not supposed to win this season. That's all I'm saying. And that's why it's hard for me to pick. It's hard for me to not pick him in this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And then you gotta also remember too, what the Rams are going to do is they're going to pressure him to win the game. Listen, I'm a Kirk Cousins fan. I've been a fan of him since Michigan State. So I follow him closely. This is not about Matthew Stafford. This is about Kirk Cousins for me. And when he is forced in the spotlight to win the game sometimes, it depends on who his opponent is. And he doesn't show up when the lights are brightest in that instance. He's having a great season this year. Ace and I have talked about this several times. And I agree with him on that. But I don't like him in this matchup with this team right now at this time, is what I'm saying. Matthew Stafford definitely is not a better quarterback than my guy Kirk.
This what I was telling you a couple of days ago was that,
Yeah, and the only reason why he's not a better quarterback is because Matt Stafford throws interceptions at the wrong time.
He does.
Exactly.
He does
He
at the
absolutely
wrong
does.
time.
But
But let me tell you what he does though, Bud.
He threw that ball to the Seattle Seahawks right in the red zone in the opening of the game.
He
I was like, damn,
does.
that's right to his ass.
He
So,
does. But then in those matchups where he's supposed to throw the interception, guess what he does? He doesn't. He's a weird player. They're both like that. This is what I'm saying. Both of these quarterbacks are like that.
hardest thing to say
whole
here is
career.
that
Held out for a couple years too, though.
Arizona plays on Saturday, and the Rams will know their control. If they do, they might be super motivated to win this game. However, Minnesota is now locked into that last playoff wild card spot. They don't want to give it up too. So, because they
They're
got
a
the Saints,
dangerous
right?
team.
I
They
thought
got
the
the
Eagles
Saints.
had it.
The Vikings are a dangerous
No,
team.
Vikings got the 7th.
Vikings got the 7th seed right now. So yeah.
Right. The Eagles are 8.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Eagles are 8. They have the same record, but the Eagles
Speaking of the same record, we are going to go to the number 3 game of the week, and it involves the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Super Bowl runner-ups, Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City. Steelers coming off a huge win that I predicted last week. A lot of people took Tennessee, except for Sharon and myself and Dennis. Dennis took Pittsburgh too as well. So Pittsburgh and Kansas City. Is anybody taking the Steelers?
Wait a minute, I think Ace, didn't you take the Steelers last week?
I took the Steelers last week. Yep.
Yeah, Ace took the Steelers too.
Ace took the Steelers last week.
Last
Okay.
week.
So is anybody taking the Steelers this week?
I thought about taking the Steelers
Oh, I
because
definitely am.
Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, and the kicker. Well, he's a great kicker, but Kelsey and Hill are out.
Yeah.
They out. They
Yeah,
out.
COVID. They're
They're
COVID.
out. Yep.
But I still
I'll
went
tell
with
you-
Kansas City though.
No, they said if Travis Kelsey gets one more positive test, he'll play. Tyreek got put on the list later than Kelsey. That's the issue. Tyreek may not make the cut.
I might be going with the Steelers, y'all.
I don't think neither one of them gonna play. But
I'm gonna take the Steelers.
I'll take the Steelers for 500, please.
I was taking the Steelers anyway.
No, not at
Go ahead, give us what you
Which,
got.
I mean, but listen. Did you all realize that the Chiefs haven't lost a game since November 14th or something like that?
Yeah.
They're
8 in
due
a
to
row.
lose one. They're due to lose one.
At home?
Why not lose it to us? And I just think we're gonna win. But I think it's gonna be close, like all of our games have been lately. So 28-27 Pittsburgh. That's what I think.
28-27 Pittsburgh. All right, Dennis.
I got 17-14 Pittsburgh.
17-14 Pittsburgh. All right, Ian.
I boo.
All right, I gotta take off. Actually, I got work in the morning. But before I do that, I'll do one more thing here. Pittsburgh, Kansas City. I understand what Kansas City's having with the whole COVID situation, but Kansas City is probably the most red hot team in the NFL when it comes to momentum in terms of what they've been doing over the last 7-8 weeks. And because of that, it could be 9, it could be 10, whatever the spread is. But I'm going to pick Kansas City, and I think this game is going to be good. I think Kansas City is going to be able to win this game, and I'm going to go with them. And they've been a red hot team right now. So I'm going to leave. Buck Flair, it's great being on the show, and great talking to the whole panel here. But I'm going to go Kansas City.
And have a good
All right.
happy holiday with your family. All right.
Not in.
All right, Donovan, what you got?
As much as I don't want Pittsburgh to win because of the playoff implications, that half the game is going to fare them well towards the end. That they tied. Based on what Kansas City's facing with all those guys out, like I think I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh, and I like Dennis to score. It's going to be a low scoring game. That's all I got.
All right, he's taking the Steelers too as well. Sean, what do you got?
I would have had the Chiefs if Tyreek Hill was playing, but he's not. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game as well. I'm gonna go with 13-6 Pittsburgh.
13-6 Pittsburgh. All right, Dalton.
Well, since Kelsey and Hill are out, I was going to pick the Chiefs, but I changed my mind. I got the Steelers, but it is going to be a low scoring game, 20-17.
2017 Steelers too as well. All right, Dallas.
Man, you guys were fucking hilarious. Honestly. I mean, okay, Terry Hill's out. All right, that sucks. But Kelsey is probably going to play. Very good chance he's going to play because he is vaccinated. So we have to assume that he's not out, actually. So even if he wasn't playing, I was picking Kansas City either way. Mainly because the Steelers have no identity in offense. I don't know how many times we have to see it for it to be proven. They're inconsistent at best. And they've won some nice games this year, but it's been on the strength of their defense when their defense was playing well. other than holding down a Tennessee team that's been a fucking shell of themselves down to Deontay Foreman, they really haven't played all that well the last month and change. So I like what Kansas City's doing. I think they can run the ball well with Edwards-Helaire and Darrell Williams if they have to. Kelsey playing helps. And I think they could use the speed of Mecole Hardman, which we really haven't seen this year. I'm going to take Kansas City and a high-scoring game still, 30-20.
30-20. He's taking Kansas City. Ron, what you got?
I taking Pittsburgh. Give me the score that Shannon said.
Oh, 28-27.
Yep.
28-27, huh?
Yep.
All right, Bills Mafia.
Talk your ish crew riding with me.
Ethan.
He might be asleep, I bet.
No, he's not. I don't think.
All right, Czar.
Yeah, well, like I said, we talked about the COVID, but yeah, just Kansas City at home in December. Patrick Mahomes is still playing. It's gonna be a good game. These are two good historical teams that Pittsburgh, Kansas City. And they're both cold weather teams. I like Kansas City. They might be going for two a lot this game because their kicker, I don't think he's going to play, and he's one of the best kickers in the game as well. So that is, but Pittsburgh had that earlier in the year when Boswell got hurt, and they were going for two a lot in a couple of weeks in a row. But I'm gonna go Kansas City, 23-16 Chiefs.
What'd you say, Czar?
23-16 Chiefs.
3-16. Okay, Ethan, are you still alive? Are you with us?
Nope.
He died.
Okay, Ethan. All right. Well,
Whoa.
You know good and damn well you got to get the score from
Hold on.
Pittsburgh hater.
You didn't get the
All
president.
right, Ace.
President.
You didn't get the president? How you gonna leave the president?
President. Mr. President. Speak, sir.
How you
Mr.
gonna leave the
President.
president out there, man? Buck, I'm disappointed in you, Buck. Come on now. God damn. I feel offended. No, I'm just, listen. Pringle, Hardman, Josh Gordon. All right. Let's not forget about those guys.
Robinson
as well. Yeah, I forgot about him. Okay. Those guys are still on the field. Mahomes still throws the ball to them. I wouldn't be surprised if they get Josh Gordon involved in this game a lot more than he has been. He's been there a long time. He should know the playbook, and there should be some type of chemistry with him and Patrick Mahomes. I also want to shout out the KC defense. Over the last 6 weeks, they were trash the first 7 or 8 weeks as I was cooking them motherfuckers. They were 31st and 30th and 28th. I was roasting them. The last 6 weeks, them boys are playing at a whole nother level since what's his face got there? Melvin Ingram. I felt like he regenerated that defense. So I do like Kansas City here in this one. And the fact that they didn't have the kicker, I have the score as 22-17. I still think Pittsburgh's going to put up somewhat of a fight. They're not just going to bow out. But I just think that defense is going to rough Ben up enough, to have KC get over that hump. And plus, it's at home for Kansas City. That's tough. Tough to play at Arrowhead. We can ask a lot of teams how tough it is to play at Arrowhead. You guys have seen it over the last couple of years. It's a tough place to play. If it was in Pittsburgh, I might be leaning the other way, especially with the Tyreek situation and all that. But
it don't matter. It don't matter, Ace. We got 32. We got 32 home bases, honey. 32.
No doubt.
32 home arenas. That's what the Steelers got.
Kansas City definitely. Kansas City's just
Not Texas Stadium, baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's our home arena too. That's our home stadium.
The old stadium was in the 70s.
No. We talking about now. It's 2021. We don't care about the old one. That's ours too.
22-17, Kansas City. They're gonna keep it real. They're hot right now. One of the hottest teams. One up because there's some other hot teams.
When we go play Dallas in Dallas, there's more terrible towels in the stands than anything else.
I don't know about Dallas. I don't know about that.
Yeah, honey. You should see it.
We take over teams.
It's a gold out.
We take over teams' arenas.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in this ball game. I've been pretty hot here lately. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in this ball game. I'm putting my fingers up here. That's how many turnovers the Chiefs are going to have. They're going to have 3 turnovers in this ball game, and Pittsburgh's going to run away with this game. They're going to beat the Chiefs 36-17.
Wow.
They're going to beat the Chiefs, and they
I
are
don't
going
know
to
about
score
that.
points. And they are going to score points on the Kansas City team because of turnovers. I don't know if it'll be Mahomes throwing 3 picks or if it'll be at least 2 picks. I can see 2 picks coming from the secondary back there and the linebacker.
Hey,
TJ
Buck, let me
Watt.
see your cup. Let me see your Jack cup. Is it empty?
It's empty, brother. It's empty.
Okay, I figured. Okay, now I get it.
It's
Okay,
down,
good.
down to the last
I
step.
don't know. I don't know, Buck Flair. I don't know. But thank you, but I don't know.
I'm just gonna let you know right now. That's my lock of the week.
Oh wow! Here we go with this lock shit.
They gonna surprise everybody. And they gonna put up some points because
Oh no,
Kansas City,
the last time we were the
because
lock of the
Kansas
week,
City, I'm
you
gonna
were
tell you
right.
something. Kansas City
Against
defense
Baltimore,
is
he did
not
pick
that
that.
good. It's
He
not
did pick that one. I
good.
give him
They've
that
been
one.
playing teams, and
Yeah.
Mahomes has been on fire. Anytime Mahomes is on fire, it makes their defense look good. If Mahomes ain't on fire, their defense ain't that good. Now, Najee Harris did not have a great game against Tennessee. I expect him to be. I expect him to be able to run some against Kansas City this game. So, and don't be surprised if the Steelers show out. They're going to show out this game. They're going to show out this ball game.
They got something to prove to that dude that went over there talking shit. They got something to say. They got to prove something to him.
Well, I mean, it's just like saying, guys, we had said this before the show. These teams are coming down with COVID. It's a bad time. Bad time to be doing that, especially when you lose your playmakers like Tyreek Hill. That's a dog for Mahomes. He's going to be messing Hill. And now Kelsey, even though we think he's going to play, if he don't play, I mean, you just basically Ace just called out every used car salesman name in the fucking lineup for the fucking damn Chiefs. Josh Gordon, Hardman, or whatever these guys work at a car dealership.
Robinson.
Robinson, yeah.
Christian Okoye.
Okoye, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Barry Word.
That's a good memory. Good.
Anyway,
Barry Word.
The number 2 game of the week. The number 2 game of the week involves another AFC North matchup, and it's right across the river here. Baltimore Ravens traveling to Cincinnati, and
that's my game this week.
This is
that should be number 1 in my opinion.
That's mine.
Baltimore against Cincinnati, number 2 game of the week. And so, Czar, since you think it's number 1 and you know all the information and everything, your oxygen is off now. So
I'm the man with the information, baby.
So
number 2.
Besides Dallas, this is the game I'm looking forward to. Cincinnati got them the first time. This is for the division. If Cincinnati win this game, they'll have a 1-game lead, but they'll technically have a 2-game lead because then they'll swept the Ravens, and Lamar should be back for this one. And Baltimore, and I'm gonna say Dennis knows coming. Lamar. I got the Ravens stepping up, winning this game. I got the defense stepping up, containing Burrow and company, not shutting them down, but containing them. And I got the Ravens winning this game and a struggle, 23-20. The greatest kicker, Tucker, will kick the game-winning field goal.
23-20. All right, Mr. Donovan.
I'm gonna go with Cincinnati in this. I think you're gonna insert Lamar back in there, and I don't think that ankle is completely healthy. I think he's gonna try to give it a go, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to have that mobility like he normally does. And I got Cincinnati killing them, man. And I think they'll win by more. They'll win by more than 10. I mean, I'm not doing the scores on this, but they'll win by more than 10. I think Cincinnati takes advantage of that situation, and I think, I don't think that anybody in their team has really been affected by COVID either, right? They've been they've been dodging. Yeah, so
pretty solid for the most part.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Cincinnati, and I think they're gonna beat them pretty handily.
Wow. Okay, Sean.
Yeah, Cincinnati's offense is not better than Green Bay, so yeah, I don't see Cincinnati blowing them out.
Cincinnati gonna beat Green Bay, huh?
Yeah, I mean they had a better chance today to kick that field goal. I'm still a little pissed off by that. But I got
They
Ravens
playing the
winning this
Ravens.
one.
God damn it.
He was making.
I got the Ravens winning this one. No, I'm making a comparison. Like if Green Bay couldn't blow out Baltimore, then why the hell was Cincinnati in the division game nonetheless?
Yeah.
I don't
taking
see
the Ravens.
I don't see it. I don't see it being a high scoring game either. Because these people these teams, they know each other very well. They're in the same division. They play twice a year, every year. These is games that you game plan for day in and day out. They're gonna be tough. It's gonna be bruising. You know what I mean? It's a division game. It's like this is what they are. I got the Ravens winning this one in a close one, 21-18. Again, with Justin Tucker kicking the game-winning field goal.
Ooh, all right, Dalton.
Well, I am gonna take the Bengals, but it is gonna be a close game, 33-30.
Ooh, 33-30, taking the Bengals. All right, Dallas.
All right. Well, I think this is absolutely a high-scoring game. Whether or not these two teams know each other, it doesn't really seem to matter. I think both offenses are extremely high-powered, and I like the Bengals for the season sweep. I'm taking them 30-27.
All righty, Sharon.
Well,
Ty, Sharon.
no, I don't. I never guess. Games ended in a tie. Anyway, I hate a tie. I really think they need to change those rules. But anyway,
I do too.
I just think it's bogus. There needs to be a winner. Forget a tie. Again, I hate the Ravens and the Bengals with a passion. But this has division ramifications. I need Cincinnati to win this freaking game. And
yeah, Sharon, you're on the same page as me. Division winners have to stay division winners.
Yeah.
Division leaders have to stay division leaders.
That's right. And the spread was negative 2.5 Cincinnati when I looked at it last. But then I'm just looking at a series of tweets from this damn Eli Apple. Him and his damn mama need to sit down somewhere and shut the hell up. Because he all up on Twitter talking about the Ravens. He needs to shut the hell up. So I don't know, but I did have Cincinnati winning 20-16 in a close one, but I had the Ravens winning. I'm sorry, Cincinnati winning, but because I don't think Lamar is coming back. He didn't practice today.
He missed 4 practices in a row.
Yeah, he didn't practice at all still again today. They put out the press release. Yeah, we expect him to play Sunday, but that could be some bullshit move that they do for PR.
Has he signed a contract yet?
No.
They haven't signed him yet. Huh?
No.
I tell you what, he better watch out.
He's out of there. He's out of there, man.
That brother's been playing some ball out of Utah, boy. He's been looking pretty good. I told my son, I said,
yeah, he does.
You should have picked him up in fantasy because he was the highest rated fantasy quarterback last week for the Ravens.
Now, Buck Flair, we'll take him. Forget some Sam Darnold. We'll take that dude.
You get Sam Darnold, you get the Ben Roethlisberger clone and shit, man. But
all right, Dennis, come on. Baltimore and Cincinnati.
We can't hear you.
Dennis is singing to us, goddamn stuff.
I'm taking the Ravens, and it don't matter who plays quarterback. They all look the same.
They are the same.
They all the same. I'm taking the Ravens on this one.
Taking the Ravens, huh?
What's your score?
I'm going to go 23-20.
Well, Dennis is going to really love me tonight because I'm actually...
That's close. That's close.
Oh, it's going to be close.
I'm actually...
I'm saying I had it 21-18. That's close.
Yeah, I actually am going to give the Cincinnati coach a little credit after last week's win over Denver. Give him a little credit.
Let me cut my music down.
That's what I'm saying. I give him a little credit. And I do believe that the Bengals and Dallas, you're going to be happy to hear me. I did tie you tonight. I've got Cincinnati winning 30-27 over Baltimore. So Dallas, you did get a tie tonight. You finally got one with Buck Flair. So that's good for you staying up late. And I already know you know what the number one game is the week is.
Oh, play, you did it to me again. Damn, bro, yo, this shit is.
Oh, okay, Will. Well, you ain't wore yellow.
Hey man, he don't like you
If
messing
you
with
had
the
yellow
AFC.
on, I would recognize your ass.
Hey, Ace, he don't like you messing with the AFC North, man.
I know that. Yeah, they don't.
All right, go ahead, Mr. Kansas City lover.
Yeah,
Car salesman.
That's because they probably know that I picked Cincinnati way back in the beginning of the season when everybody was talking smack to me about that. I remember that.
I picked Baltimore, so I got to roll with it.
Yeah, I remember that Zoom when I was getting cooked. I was in the comments and they was cooking the shit out of me. I still got that on standby for y'all. And I also want to point out that I do not believe that Lamar Jackson belongs in the motherfucking Pro Bowl over some Josh Allen. Let alone Burrow.
Stop crying over spilt milk.
No, we can talk
Ace.
about it. We can talk about it.
Ace. How many
Yo.
MVPs Josh Allen got?
Oh man, we ain't hearing that. We talking
Case closed.
You gonna open up a whole
Case
can
closed.
of worms, Ace.
We're talking
Case
about
closed.
We talking
Case
about right
closed.
now, brother. He ain't got no MVP this year. Right now, he don't.
Case,
Where he
how many
at?
times Josh?
Hey,
Josh
they
Allen
both
led the league in
underperforming this year. So
How many times Josh Allen led the league in touchdowns?
Listen, Josh Allen and Joe Burrow numbers is better than Lamar.
hey, let me tell you why Josh Allen didn't make the Pro Bowl. Let me tell you why.
Stop it.
Yeah, because it's
He was
politics.
the odds-on favorite to win the MVP, and Buffalo was supposed to go to the Super Bowl, and there is a huge letdown. That's why he did not make the Pro Bowl.
It's all politics, baby. Trust me.
I'm just telling you. That's what I really think.
The man hasn't played in 3 games. The numbers don't even match. They don't look good. I gotta wonder about it. Anyway, I picked Cincinnati beginning of the season to hold it down. They are holding it down. I do believe they will come out and win this game. Yeah, it's a division game. I understand all that, but and I do like the quarterback over there in Baltimore. What's his name? Huntley.
Huntley, yeah.
That dude is very Lamar-ish to me. He's on point, and he's gonna garner some interest from teams around here, whether it be Pittsburgh or
No, he ain't going to Pittsburgh. They can let that-
Atlanta or whoever needs a quarterback. That guy's gonna garner some interest. But I like
Shout out to the Pac-12.
Yeah, I like Cincinnati here, and I just think that I got the score being 35-28, and I just think Baltimore has the ball. They have less possessions, and I just feel like they won't hit the touchdown to go into overtime. Just like how they're not hitting these 2-point conversions to win these games. I think it's going to be the same cycle here. So Cincinnati 35-28. They taking that
That's
division.
awesome. That's awesome. Let's hope it happens because I think Baltimore to me is gambled too much on these 2-point conversions and stuff like that. I think they've gambled way too much. Before we get to the number one game of the week, I'm going to go to the Monday night game down in New Orleans. Miami against the Saints. Another big wild card game implications. Dalton, it's your team. Miami and New Orleans. Sean Payton's coming back.
Ain't that the bitch?
Yo, why do you hate him so much? I don't know.
I love Sean Payton.
He can't stand Sean Payton.
I love Sean Payton.
I mean, he's not in the playoffs record. Like ever since he came back from the bounty game, he just hadn't been the same though. That's the problem. Like I just can't sense play calling.
Well, he's coming back from Bounty Gate this game because that's what it was last game. So what you got going on this week?
Well, the problem is the offense. The Saints don't have a quarterback, and the only offense I trust is Alvin Kamara. And I could see a defensive game like Tua's. He's been doing good. And the offense defense been impressive, but it's gonna be a low scoring game. Saints 14-9.
14-9 on Monday Night Football. Another great defensive holdout, Saints, huh?
And just let you know about the Dolphins, it ain't gonna be a field goal. My ball prediction: Dolphins will get 3 points, but after they score a touchdown, they'll try to go for 2. Miss the complete though.
Okay. All right, Czar.
Yeah, this is I don't know how this game appeared on Monday night and wasn't flexed. Now this is the game that should have been flexed.
That game flexed Monday night game.
I know. I'm just saying from a fan standpoint, they need to change that and tell them, hey man, y'all got an extra day to travel. Cincinnati, Baltimore, y'all playing Monday night. But anyway, that didn't happen.
I agree with that. I agree with that, but there's so much money involved with Monday Night Football and,
Right.
and everything with
I
the
get it.
spitting.
I get it. So
Yeah.
so anyway, the Dolphins have won 6 in a row. Defense has really been carrying them. Tua has actually improved and not made me a believer yet, but you know, I've been a little bit impressed of, you know, I wasn't high on him at all. And he showed a little something. So I think that the train continues and that they will go into New Orleans because New Orleans, like Dalton said, they don't have a quarterback. And that's what's killing them. And I think Taysom, the Miami defense is going to force probably at least 3 turnovers. Tua's going to have a solid game. Waddle is back from COVID, which killed me in fantasy this week because I didn't have him. And I think Miami will win this game in a defensive battle. Again, it's definitely going to be a defensive game, but I still see 20-16 Miami.
2016 Miami. All right, Dallas.
Well, as you can probably, I'm trying to hold him here for the Bills game, but he's not having any of it right now. But he's telling me this is him reviewing the Miami Dolphins' chances for this game because he says the Saints are going to go out there and Taysom, not the answer Hill, is going to lead them to a 20-14 win. Partly because I don't want to see the fucking Dolphins win. They've won enough games in a row. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. Fuck them. Saints win.
All right. Is Ethan back alive or is he gone?
I think he's dead.
Oh, he went bye-bye.
He's dead. All right, Donovan.
He's in dream.
He went bye-bye like Josh Allen for the Pro Bowl.
I'm gonna agree with Dallas on this. I think it's just gonna be one of those like low-scoring defensive games, and I think Dennis Allen, who should be the coach of the Saints.
Thank you. I agree, bro.
I think the New Orleans Saints they win on a close one, and it's going to be very, very low scoring. I would say New Orleans will probably win that game with 17 points. I don't know how much the Dolphins will score, but I think Tua's been getting kind of bailed out. I mean, he hasn't played that well, but the defense has really stepped up, so it's going to be a defensive battle, and I think New Orleans is going to expose Tua.
All right, Ace.
Oh shit! You remembered me? Remembered who I am now? Hey, like we talked about earlier, here's another one of these teams that's super hot right now, Miami. No one's talking about it because the record doesn't indicate it, but you know they have won 6, 7 in a row.
Yep.
Them boys is on fire, and that's a team that you got to watch out for. That defense is playing good. And I like what I've been seeing a little bit out of Tua. He's starting to develop. They finally put him out there and let him get some confidence and let him kind of fit into the scheme. And he's been making some plays. That's why we're able to talk about the Waddles. You know, like Czar said, he lost because Waddle had a COVID. But if Waddle had been in there, Tua's been hitting that dude. That's becoming his favorite target. So Tua's obviously getting something done. And Waddle's ceiling is very high. It's New Orleans, man. I don't like Taysom Hill. I never did. I feel like he's overpaid. I don't know why
he's overrated, if you ask me.
Overrated, overpaid. I don't even know how he's
overrated, overpaid. Yeah.
I don't know how he's a quarterback in the league. Granted, New Orleans went out and beat up on Tampa, but I mean, sometimes teams just have a bad game. Brady had a bad game. You know, and their team got depleted with injuries. The Dolphins really aren't depleted with injuries right now. Their team is fairly healthy. They've been dodging the COVID for the most part. I like Miami's defense to give Taysom Hill a very, very hard time in this game. And I feel bad for Kamara because he's the only guy, man. Like, that's all they got over there is Kamara. If I'm him, I want out of there. Get me the hell out. 23-20, Miami. They're going to keep that streak alive.
23-20, Miami. All right, Dennis.
You know he going New Orleans.
I'm gonna go with Miami on this one. Miami's gonna win this joint. So I'm gonna say 25-21.
That's
Miami.
Not the quarter.
Hey.
All right.
Oh wait, we know who's gonna pick
Sean
Saints.
still
So
here?
apparently he already left. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know why he left like that. That's you can't be on a sports show. And
All right, Sharon.
Okay, so yeah, Miami's won 6 in a row. But in those, so they haven't lost a game since October 31st.
Halloween?
But the six games that they won,
They beat up on Lamar and them.
The only team that they beat that's of any substance was the Ravens.
Saints
Because they
ain't good,
played,
though.
they beat the Jets twice. They beat the Giants. Then they beat the Texans.
And the Panthers, right?
And the Panthers. So they didn't beat anybody but
Saints
the Ravens. But I do believe that Tua is playing much better, and both of their defenses are playing pretty well. But I don't have any faith in that dude that y'all keep talking about. What's that fool's name? Taysom or whatever.
Tyson Hill.
Taysom Hill,
whatever.
overrated.
Whatever his name is, I just don't have any confidence in him. And of course, according to Dalton, I should not have any faith in Sean Payton. So there we go. So I'm going with Miami 27-21.
And also Buck Flair.
27-21. And Zara, did you take Miami or New Orleans?
Miami 20, Miami 23-20. No, 20-16.
20-16. Took Miami. Sharon just said 27-21 Miami, and Buck Flair's got 27-21 Saints. I'm taking the Saints. You don't
putting up 27, huh?
You don't beat the defending Super Bowl champions and come back the next week and lose on Monday Night Football. I will tell you that.
Yeah, they got Taysom Hill.
Yes, you do.
You gotta remember Buck Flair. That was their Super Bowl. Now it's time to have a letdown. That always happens.
Well, they're in the playoff. They're in the playoff hunt too as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also, before you go to the next one, I don't trust Mickey Loomis because I feel like what you told me about Buck Flair about he used to be a basketball GM.
Yeah, for the New Orleans Pelicans, he ruined that damn organization. So we'll see. We'll see what I mean. If New Orleans makes the playoffs, that'll be a big
win.
Big talk for Dennis Allen possibly becoming a head coach somewhere else if they do make the playoffs with the defense and what he's been doing. Number one game of the week. I know Dallas has just been over there, just been playing with his pussy the last fucking 10, 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
Y'all probably heard him raising a fit the last 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, I heard the pussy, everything. Everything was going crazy for a minute. But anyway,
did Sean got his pick yet?
Oh man, this is
number one game of the week is obviously.
Hey, Sean didn't get his pick yet, actually, for the Saints and Dolphins.
Sean?
Sean.
Oh yeah, I actually was there, and he must came back.
I was making a sandwich, my bad. But I had the Dolphins 28-24.
28-24, he's got the Dolphins. But anyway, number one game of the week is, of course, is the Buffalo Bills against the New England Patriots. If the Bills win this game, they'll be back in first place.
Yes, sir.
Patriots, if the Patriots, Ethan's joined back now.
Well, they'll have the same record if they win. Who has a tiebreaker?
Bills.
Buffalo.
Was that Ethan was talking? Oh wow.
Yeah. So anyway,
he came back. He woke up
before you get too crazy. I had the Dolphins 21-18.
And what did you have between Baltimore and Cincinnati?
Well, let me look here. I had Cincinnati 28-27.
And you did take the Dolphins. And then how about Pittsburgh and Kansas City? Were you on then or no?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I had the Chiefs 27-13.
27 Chiefs. Okay.
Man, what are you doing about that, bro?
All right.
I know. He's turning with
Take it slow. Take it slow when you do it.
You gotta rub it nice and
All right. So anyway, it's if the Patriots do win this game, they're gonna pretty much probably win the division. It looks like.
Yep.
So it's in New England. New England's coming off a loss to the Colts last week. Carolina.
He is pissed. He is pissed.
That's how they do it in New England.
Mute your mic. We won't want to hear all that.
No, let him talk. Let him go first. He's gonna go first.
Anyway, no, I'm not letting Dallas go first. Ain't no way. I'll let Donovan go first on this game. This is I'm gonna let Diamond go first on this game.
Oh, they're even in the comments saying, "What the hell?"
That cat's in heat. That cat's in heat.
This is
Oh my goodness.
this is gonna be another tight game, but in the end, I gotta roll with Belichick, man. He's just smarter than everybody. Every other coach, man. It's gonna be really low scoring, and I think New England wins it again. New England will win by no more than 6 points.
No more than 6 points. He's taking the Patriots to win. Okay, Sean.
He's saving all the fans for last.
I got the Patriots winning again. The return of the Buffalo Patriot bitches is official.
Got the
And
Patriots.
Patriots win 28-14.
28-14.
Yep.
All right, Czar.
Yeah, man, this is tough. Buffalo, I mean, they've been slipping. They got caught slipping in that game. They've had a team win with 3 pass attempts. I've not been rooting against them. We had a little laugh about the fans, but I'm just shocked at some of the games that they played this year. And in December in New England, and Belichick's got the upper edge, and New England's going for the sweep. I think they're going to get the sweep. I can't see Buffalo going in there winning just the way they've been playing. So I'm going to take the Pats. I'm going to go 20-16.
20-16. Okay, I'm going to go to Sharon.
Okay, so so when I last checked, the spread was -1.5 New England, and anytime it's less than 2 points, then I can go either way. But I have to agree with Donovan. I'm not gonna go against Belichick. Yeah, they lost to the Colts, but I think they'll be fine. I predicted that New England would win this division at the beginning of the season, and I believe that they're going to do that. And I believe the Bills are not going to go down without a fight now. It's not like they're going to let them, they're not going to roll in there and just, lay down to New England or anything like that. And it's not going to be a runaway. So, after all, Mac Jones is still the quarterback. So it's 25-19 is what I have for New England.
25-19 New England. So it looks like we're gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go to Dallas now. All right, Dallas, put the pussy down. Let's go.
Oh no, he's to the pick with me. I had to mute it so you guys wouldn't have to hear any more of it. Yeah, say, would you shut the fuck up? Let me do this.
He says no.
No.
I'm gonna take the Patriots. Obviously, shocker. I got 27-21. I think both offenses are playing well, but I was gonna say it's a defensive game, but I just think both offenses will have a pretty good day. Ultimately, it'll come down to the Bills' inability to run the ball and the Patriots' ability to do so. But it won't be a blowout by any means.
27.
And this is what Bills fans will be sounding like after we sweep them and take the division.
That's what Tom Brady sounded like after the Saints shut him out.
Tom Brady ain't a Patriot no more. He ain't tripping.
And then just before I go,
no, but the cat, it's an inside joke because the cat's name is Brady.
Brady.
Oh, I got you.
And then just 2 things before I go, guys. One, panel vote. Who thinks this cat is about to claw my fucking eyes out if I don't let him go?
Yep.
Me?
Yep.
The way he looking at you, he ain't playing, bro.
And when he claws your eye out, we're gonna get gagged. We're gonna get thrown off.
Ace has been waiting for it for years.
They're gonna
And
say
the last
cruelty to
thing-
animals.
The last thing before I go,
Get a visit from Peter.
Right.
Buck mentioned it earlier in the show. He mentioned something about the chat and stuff, and obviously, I'm not at my best when I'm drinking and stuff like that. I know you guys don't take it too seriously, even though I was, pretty pissed off in a lot of my messages. I don't handle it well when we play that poorly and when I drink. So maybe I should just stay out of the group chat if that's going on. But I know you guys don't take it too seriously, but I do feel like I owe everyone an apology anyway.
Oh, you're good.
You're good. I just
About
know.
damn time. No, I'm playing.
I just
You're good,
know. I
don't
know
even
when
know
I
what
said.
you're talking about. But
I know what he's
all
talking
I know is
about.
when I said turnover
Dallas, I
coming,
know,
and
huh?
it happened, you got shitty. I said turnover coming, and sure enough, it happened on the next damn play. Shit. And it was just like,
Hey, hold on. Now it's Ethan's
all it was
turn.
like was, motherfucker, god damn it, we're playing like shit. And then all of a sudden, your attitude changed towards the end of the game. You got a little excited. You was like, okay.
And then when Taylor
go.
ripped out long run, it was back
And
to
Jonathan
fuck you
Taylor just
guys.
took off. And it was just like, that was it. But you did call Hunter Henry scoring 2 touchdowns.
All right,
So-
I gotta get to bed here hopefully and get up and flip the French fries. Yeah, flip them. That's what I'm doing. I'm so fucking tired. Making the French fries. I'm doing something.
Hey, just be thankful you got a job, man.
Yeah.
Real talk.
That's right.
All
right, we're gonna go over to Bills Mafia now and get the Buffalo Bills opinion now, since we had so many cat pickers.
Oh man. This game's gonna be tough. It's always tough playing the Patriots, except for last year. Last year was a outlier. I think we'll pull off the win. It ain't gonna be a blowout, of course. But I've got the Bills winning 24-20.
24-20. All right, Mr. Ace, the MVP.
Well, during this show, the Buck Flair show, which I enjoy being on, and this will probably be my last time being on it because I start work back on Monday, and those are evening shifts, so I won't be able to be on here like I like to. But I'm
Oh man, for real?
It's good,
Yeah.
but it's good. I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear you getting back to.
I got back to the job, so I'll start that
Okay.
on Monday. But
You
while I was
working the graveyard shift?
the evening shift, I'll be
No,
doing
it's like
Swing shift.
3 to 11s.
3 to 11.
Oh hell, you'll be joining us in an hour later. Look how long this shit's going
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah. That's how I used to do it before when I got out. I would come on here.
that's good news, though, Ace.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
good news.
I'm glad to hear it.
Good.
Yeah, I had a long time off and it was great and I enjoyed it.
Man, you came a long way since that time you were out and under the weather.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
come
I
a
was
long
going.
way.
I was
I'm
going.
glad to hear
You
that.
ain't
Thanks
gotta-
for
you ain't
sharing
gotta-
that
you ain't
news.
gotta
That's good.
Post any more of those stupid puzzle fucking shit on your timeline and shit.
You love it. The fact that you mentioned it, you loved it, all right? But while I was sitting here on the show with you guys, and this alludes to the game, I'm listening to everybody. We're talking about the games. I had got an alert that the Buffalo Bills are bringing in a familiar face on wide receiver. And I was like, man, this is fucking great. Just in time.
Wait a minute, this is what I think it is?
It sure the fuck is. They should have never let him go to begin with. And I was happy when I read that. I said, perfect.
I just.
Did they
I
fly
gotta
him
look
in?
because I didn't
They
see
fly
it.
him in the morning. It's on.
Andre Reed?
Oh yeah, no, that'd be great. No, John Brown.
John Brown.
He knows
Downtown Johnny Brown.
He knows the offense. He's been here. He had 1,000 yards before. Emmanuel Sanders is down. He's out. They say he might play, but they're not sure. But
Beasley's out, right?
The fact that they bring it, no, Diggs is good. The fact they bring in John
Beasley.
Brown, yeah, Beasley's out. I think that's why they bring in John
That's
Brown.
why they brought him in. Yeah.
and they gonna move.
Beasley's out.
They're
Yeah,
gonna move
Beasley's
Gabe
out.
Davis to the. Gabe Davis will probably get moved to the slot. I would assume.
I like Gabe Davis a lot, man.
The slot? Did you say the slot? I'm just asking.
But
Well, yeah, because Beasley's out. That's his spot.
yeah, Beasley's got the.
I can see John Brown going to the slot too, though.
Beasley could go to the slot too. So Beasley's out with the COVID, but the Patriots have 14 players out with COVID.
Oh, it don't matter.
Couple of them are some heavyweights. Now they're missing Bourne. He's going to be out with the COVID. Aguilar hurt. N'Keal Harry hurt. They're not sure if any of those guys are playing. All right. Just
They're
throwing
gonna
it
throw
out.
3 times again on you. They just
They
running.
gonna throw- right, so here we go. They might throw 3 times a game. They might throw 3 times against us. I just don't think that's going to happen this time around. I hope the weather's not a factor in New England, and it's not going to be no windstorm or whatever that they came and played in Buffalo. Granted, they got the best of us last time, absolutely. Bill Belichick, greatest coach. I will never deny that. You know, that dude came in with a plan. He executed it, and it won the game. We had a chance to win the game at the end, and we didn't.
Why?
But I think this time we will execute and win the game. It's a lot on the line here. This is the division. We win this game, and we're at the top of the division. We can split with these cats. You know, that defense, that offense is a little banged up with those players I just named to you guys that are not that are probably won't be available. But I'm still worried about the defense. New England does have a very good defense. In Buffalo's offense is kind of in the middle for me. They're not what they were last year. Not as explosive. They're in the middle. But their defense is okay. They just need to learn how to stop the run. There's only been 3 premier backs that have ran all over us. Only 3 premier backs. Every other running back we've shut down. So I don't want to hear we can't stop the run. It's hard for a lot of people to stop Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, and Damian Harris. I mean, those guys run. That's what they do. Those are premier backs.
No problem.
But I like Buffalo here, 28-24, come down to the wire. I think that the ball will be on New England's side, and they're going to have to make the move to try to win the game. And I don't think they get it done. I think they fall short, and we win. But I think we'll see them down the line somewhere for sure. I think there might be another chance that we see them in the playoffs, especially the way.
8-24. We got 2 back-to-back Buffalo pickers.
There you go. There you go, Will. Stand up for your team, man.
Yeah, you know,
we gotta go to
I think
Dennis.
we can see those guys again in the playoffs. So the way the seeding is set, like if you know,
I think they both one and done, Cuzzo.
All right, Dennis.
maybe unless they play each other.
That's
All
a
right.
Dennis.
All right.
possibility.
All right.
Yeah, they might play each other.
Come on, Mr.
Corey,
Holmes.
Corey
What you-
Williams,
what
Matt
you-
Judon does not play for the fucking Patriots. He just said he's the heart and soul of the Patriots defense. Okay. All right,
Let's go,
Dennis.
Mr. Ignorant Thinker.
I thought about this game for a couple hours now. I'm gonna have to say,
A couple hours. You mean 3.5 hours?
yeah, we've been on this motherfucker a little too long. I'm glad I ain't got to road to work tomorrow because I left you motherfucker about an hour and a half ago. Let y'all know.
Me too.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 4-hour podcast.
Y'all lucky I'm
exactly.
off. Y'all lucky I'm off.
Man, you know something? I'm gonna put my chips in Buffalo.
Ooh.
I think they're a little bit upset. I think Josh Allen's a little mad he didn't make the Pro Bowl. I'm putting my chips in Buffalo.
Josh
Because
Allen,
if they get swept by the Patriots, they don't want to hear the
But that's what they're
did
used
Lamar-
to, though.
but neither-
They're used to
neither-
getting
neither-
swept by the Patriots.
But neither
Yeah,
did Lamar.
but-
Lamar didn't deserve it either.
I think
Yeah.
you got a point, Dennis. You got
Yeah,
a point.
but
Josh Allen gonna have something to prove because he pissed about that thing.
But Miami is winning. There's a difference on this one, Tar. Miami is winning.
They are.
This ain't just the layup like it was last year. This ain't just a layup, player. You might have to shoot from the 3-point line. But I'm going
Can
with
somebody,
Buffalo.
hey, hold on. Can somebody please tell Corey that Matt Judon does not play for the Ravens?
Hey Corey,
Oh,
Matt
no.
Judon does not play for the Patriots.
Stupid.
Like, well, first of all, Buck Flair, this is a drinking show. You have to accept people for who they are. Ask Corey what he's. First thing you got to do is ask Corey what he's drinking.
No, he said Patriots defense. So he's right. I was like,
I'm asking
oh.
him. I'm asking
Hey,
him.
Tom Shine. What
Right.
Tom Shine? He left.
He left. No, he's there. Well, he's on mute, but I don't know if he's there.
You.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
watching
Corey-
Soul Man. I'm watching Soul Man right now.
Oh, that shit
Oh,
hilarious,
oh,
bro.
man.
With Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
I hate that
hilarious.
song. I
That's a
mean
good
that
one.
movie. I didn't like that.
Oh, that shit funny
Dennis,
as hell.
Dennis has got Buffalo winning. What's the score gonna be, Dennis? What do you think?
This score, I'm gonna go with I think they should win it. They should win it 30-27.
Last time they played,
30
the
to
Ravens-
Hey,
27.
Dennis. Afion Crockett had me dying in that joint.
Oh man, when she pulling the teeth out, giving the velveteen rub.
Classic,
When I first heard that, I was cracking up. Yeah.
Man.
Well, since this is the number 1 game of the week,
I didn't get no pick yet. Just let you know.
Oh,
all
here
right,
we go.
Dalton.
Well, it is gonna be a defensive game for Patriots and the Bills, but it is gonna be close in time. I am gonna say the Bills 17-14.
Ooh.
You're saying the Bills?
Yes, I'm saying the Bills. 17-14
I'm just
defensive game.
Oh my goodness! So he's got a Bills.
Tell him, D. I said,
we was on
tell
a Patriot.
him,
We were on a
D. I
Patriots
said what
roll, and now
I
we're on
said
a
what I
Buffalo
fucking
roll.
said.
What, Ethan?
Tell him, D. You told him what you fucking said. You said what you fucking said.
I said what I fucking said. I don't give a fuck what anyone said.
Well, anyway, I think Dennis hit the nail on the coffin when he said Josh Allen's going to be pissed about not making that fucking Pro Bowl. I do think he's going to be a little ticked off about it. However, this game is going to look like the Bills-Cowboys game a couple of years ago on Thanksgiving Day. That's what this game's going to look like.
I remember that game. I remember that game very well.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about
Watch your mouth.
Watch
your mouth.
This game's
mouth.
not going to look nothing like that.
You're going to see the Patriots score first. You're going to see the Bills lead at halftime. And then you're going to see the Josh Allen show in the fourth quarter. And he's going to lead the Bills to a win, 26-15 over New England Patriots, 26-15. And I keep trying to tell everybody, the Bills have the best defense in the AFC, no doubt. If they had White right now, I would be a no-brainer. But they still got the best
defense in the NFC.
AFC.
No, I'm saying who got the best defense in the NFC?
Best defense in the NFC still belongs to your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I figured you would say that.
That's not
Yeah, right.
Arizona got that.
Once we get everybody back, you will see the Bucs defense. That's the only way. Hey, we won a Super Bowl last year based on the Bucs.
Hey, Sean, they ain't knowing yet.
I think he's not wrong. Even though they just lost, they only gave up 9 points.
Yeah. I mean, Bucs got the best defense when they're all getting back healthy. Just trust me.
I'm talking about Arizona. He said
We're talking about right now, Buck. We ain't talking about when y'all healthy. We ain't got more. Y'all lost to the Saints. We killed the Saints.
We beat y'all the first game of the season. I don't want to hear it.
Y'all ain't beat nobody since.
So long ago, Buck.
Y'all lost to Simeon.
Y'all
lost to Simeon.
No, they lost to Taysom Hill. They lost to Taysom Hill. Get it right. They lost to Taysom Hill.
They lost to Simeon.
They lost to both of them.
They lost
to
both of them.
I said on the show last week, I said, if we want to go to the Super Bowl, every time we won the Super Bowl, we've lost the Saints twice.
They have.
And we did.
Because you lost to them twice last year?
Yeah.
And in 2002.
It's a historical streak or something.
We lost to them in 2002. When we went to the Super Bowl.
Shit goodbye.
Y'all lost to the Saints both times in 2002?
Yeah. We went to Super Bowl. Yeah.
So has there been any other time y'all lost to the Saints both years and went to the Super Bowl?
They lost to the Saints twice when Jameson was there too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean we lost to them, but I'm saying when we made the playoffs, we lost to the Saints twice and went to the Super Bowl. So if we don't make the playoffs, which we are going to make the playoffs.
Oh, y'all did that in 2002, like the Saints beat y'all twice.
But
and y'all
Aaron Rodgers is going to beat y'all ass.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that now.
Yeah, we were 12-4. We lost to the Saints.
You keep that energy up about Karen Rodgers.
They're not going to get to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, they are.
No, they're not.
I just wanted to say something before I leave. I got to get up for work too, but it was just good to be on the show, man. It was good that we had everybody on here. It's the holidays, and I know we all haven't really came together.
Put that Braves hat on next time too.
I know.
You see what my Mets is doing next year? It's on, brother.
Oh, good.
Good old Buck Showalter.
I just before I leave, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy Holidays. Like
Merry
I said,
Christmas,
it's good to be on the show with all these people on there.
Happy holidays. That's good. Everybody, happy
Thank
holidays.
you, Donovan.
Love you, Donovan.
Heineken Don.
Donovan.
All right.
Modelo. Merry Christmas, brother.
Yeah. All right, Dennis, take us home, brother. Since you over there laughing all night long in your own world.
You over there watching.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for coming out to the Buck Flair Show and lasting with us all motherfucking night until the next motherfucking day. And God bless. Good morning.
Peace.
Good morning.